Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's good with the family? How y'all feeling on this good Wednesday? Man, this week flying by fast, man. It's Wednesday already. We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due. It's Tszyu and Joey Spencer fight week. You know, we're going to talk about it a little bit today. You know, we got to. The fight is coming up, man. Not too many people talking about this, and I think this is a good fight. And they ain't giving it they just do. So you know what we gonna do, y'all? We gonna give it its just do over here. Yeah, we are. Yeah. All right, let me get some of these. I got so many notifications. Let me clear the board. All right, we good. How y'all feeling though, man? Shout out to the fan, man. Smash the like button for your boys. So up to the channel, turn your notifications on, share the lives, you know what I mean? Say what's up to the fan. Where we at on the likes? We at 1 million. Not yet. We gonna get there. Son of God, my dog. What it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling with 5-star boxing talk starts? That's my dog right there. Tim Layton, what's good, homie? Crush the legend, my guy. Damon in the building. Ellis guy live. You know it, BJ. What it do? Word him up. Word him up. We gonna cook for a little bit today, man. We try to have a good boxing conversation, man, because this is a good fight coming up. And people is sleeping on the small town soldier, man. The small town soldier being Joey Spencer. I don't know, man. I seen the face off with these two gentlemen, man. He don't look real. He don't look like he had no crazy size disadvantage the way he was when he fought Jesus Ramos, right? When Joey Spencer got in there with Jesus Ramos, it looked like Jesus Ramos was like 2 weight classes above him, right? It looked crazy. Looked like it was a damn junior middleweight fighting a super middle, right? That's what it looked like. That what it looked like. Man, they be hating, man. A lot of people been saying that, man. So y'all make sure, yo, if y'all don't got y'all notifications on, make sure y'all do so they can notify y'all when we live so we could cook on this boxing. Ozell, what it do, homie? How you feeling? CJ Rich. I'm about to get their chance. Yo, Dante, what's good, homie? CJ been on one for the last couple days. Every time he come in, he say something crazy. I don't know who getting their chain snatched, man. But look, we gonna build on this good fight, though. You know, this is a good one. I'm trying to keep my energy up, man. I want to keep the energy up for the people in the chat. I want to have some fun with it. But they on the docket, man. They fighting. Yeah, they fighting. And the interesting thing about this fight is guys done took losses. A loss, or they both lost before, should I say, right? They both lost before. They both had bad losses, too. Get what I'm saying? They had bad losses. Tszyu had 2 crazy-ass wars, right? Like his team failed him a little bit. I remember I was telling y'all that, man. Tszyu team said, Tim a badass. You know, even though you just got katana blade chopped in the top of your forehead and you lost a half a body of blood in the ring, we still gonna throw you in there with Bakram. Go get him, Tim. Go get him. Go sick him, Tim. They said, go. That's what they did. They said, yeah. After fighting Fundoris, the human Slender Man, after receiving that katana slice elbow at the top of the head and you just bled, you lost like a half a body of blood. You get what I'm saying? They let the joint continue. You lost your belt. Get what I'm saying? And then they said, you know what we going to do for you, Tim? Yeah, we got you, Tim. Say no more. We're going to throw you in there with Bakram. Get in there, Tim. Man, Tim got in there and got punched all around that ring, bro. Y'all ain't even let him clear his marbles from the last fight, bro. Y'all threw him right back in there with a puncher, and that shit got spooky fast. It got spooky for him fast in there. So we just don't know exactly what Tszyu is after these 2 losses. They was grueling fights. You know what I mean? The Fundora joint went the distance, and all he did was bleed the whole fight, but he was kicking ass in that fight. But still, he took a lot of unnecessary punishment, in my opinion, with a damn hole in the top of his head, bro. Man, bro had a hole. He had a blowhole in the top of his head, bro, like a damn well or something. They had Timmy in there looking bad, bleeding all over the place. They gonna let the fight go. They were supposed to stop it. The minute they seen that cut or that hole in his head and where spot it was in, and that it was basically like on a vein, so they wasn't gonna really be able to stop the bleeding. They were supposed to stop the fight because it made no sense to allow your man to continue. So no slighter shade to his team. I'm not trying to knock him, but that's why I say I feel like I don't want to say failed them. I think they made the wrong call in the heat of the moment, because I understand it's the heat of the moment. But if you would have stopped it, I think that was before the 4th round when he got the elbow to the top of the head. They could have stopped it and then try to just run the fight back, right? Save them the loss. It would have been a no contest or something like that, or no, you know what I'm saying? Nobody would have lost, and y'all could have tried to do it over again. You could have rehabbed the cut, the hole in his head, and then try to do it again. But y'all said, nah, Tim, you tough, you got it. You know, people get cut every day, B. That's what they said, bro. Nah, that's bogus, bro. Nah, Tim, your team need to be held accountable, bro. Nah, they threw Tim right back in the fire, bro. They said, yeah, nah, B. He said fighters get cut every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Get in there with Bakram. You good. You be all right. He wasn't all right. He wasn't. Bro was getting punched around the ring. Man, hey, look, this is how you know the loss was bad to Bakram. It got Tszyu feeling like he should have never approached the fight that way. That should tell you something. That's very telling. The fact that he felt like that's the total wrong way to approach. That's the way he approached every other fight. He get in there and mix it up. That was the first time somebody made him feel like his plan wasn't the right plan. That wasn't a good fight, man. It just wasn't good to throw him right back in there so soon after that big hole in his head and that grueling ass fight. Should have let him get his legs back under him with a different fight, I believe, and then challenge them with a top guy. That's just my personal opinion, because I can't think of the last time I seen somebody lose that much blood in the fight, bro. That was ridiculous. Like, I don't even understand how he finished that fight is beyond me. Tszyu tough as nails, bro. He tough as nails. I would have been passed out. I'd have been fainted somewhere. I'd have been lightheaded. I'd have been fell in the corner somewhere, bro. Man, Fundora wouldn't even have to finish me off. I'd have been done. As soon as I'd have seen all that blood, bro, it's over. I'm lightheaded, ref. I'm lightheaded, bro. Fight over. Yeah, but I mean, he elbowed me in the top of my joint. I'm done. It's over. And you know, Tszyu, He got the nerve to get in there with that damn army buzz cut. That shit low as hell. You know what I'm saying? That elbow ain't have, like, it was no cushion between his head and the elbow. You get what I'm saying? So that, it was like, you know, that contact just put a damn hole in his head, bro. That shit was crazy. That was bad, man. That was nasty work. Shout out to my dog Jordan. What's good, homie? It's talking about them judges. Won't even worry. Tim was gonna make the fight happen. Yeah. Thomas Hill, my dog. What it do, man? Yeah, 2 fights in a row. Shelton, what it do, homie? Maybe Tim has a wider complex. Don't ever stop a fight. Let me go out of my shield. Maybe. You might be right. CJ Joseph, what it do, homie? They call old boy turkey because that lean meat. Lee gonna cut the fat out of the boxer like a forward grill. Legacy remains. What's good, homie? How you feeling? Cornelius, shout out to you. Playing Mike Ryan, what it do, homie? How you feeling? What's good with y'all? Sock that like button out one time, man. Yeah, punch it out one time for your boy. Know what I mean? And let's build on this boxing, man. But yeah, man, Timmy had a tough couple of fights, though. You know, I had to make light of it. I had to add some little comedy touch to it. You know what I mean? Little comedy, little light. Yeah, but bro lost a half a body of blood, bro. Like hell with some quarts and pints. Nah. Nah. If it was a half a body, it would drain up out of him. I don't know how he was still fighting, bro. That shit like a crime scene in there. I'm dead serious. It definitely, that fight got to so bloody to the point where if you turned your head and missed what happened, you'd have think somebody like got hit with a chair under the ropes or something. Like you'd have thought somebody went under the mat and pulled out a chair and whacked him real quick. You get what I'm saying? Shit was in leak mode, man. He was leaking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look, 30 minutes losing that amount of blood. You get what I'm saying, Malaza? It was wild. I'm like, bro, what? And again, I want to be very clear because I don't like to blame fighters, trainers. I'm not that guy. I don't like to blame people, right? But I do think, you know, it was a tough decision maybe to make in real time. And Shelton, you might be right. Maybe Tim is like, nah, man, don't stop this. Let me go out on my shield. Maybe he was like that. But I feel like them being a corner, they supposed to be experienced enough to kind of diagnose and see that cut was not something that they could really deal with, right? In real time. They couldn't do it while he's still fighting. So they should have cut their losses, I think. But I think that was a pride and ego kind of thing. And they just went ahead and did what they did. But it's water under the bridge now. But I do think, you know, just looking back at it, I think the better decision would have been to yank him up out of there and try to, you know, get that rematch. You know what I'm saying? Save him the punishment and all the extra unnecessary blood loss. Like, because that's very dangerous. Losing that much blood for that long. You get what I'm saying? 30 minutes. Like, damn near. You get what I'm saying? Like, at least a good 20-something. You get what I'm saying? At least a good 20-something just bleeding, bro. That just was terrible. Shout out to Tim Layton. Blood splashing on the cameras and everything. I'm telling you, bro. It got bad. It was bad, yo. But, and this is how you know he's a dog. This is how you know he a dog, because he had Fundora nose all broke up. Like, he was kicking Fundora ass, y'all. Yo, he was kicking Fundora ass. He was on Fundora helmet, bro. If it wasn't for that blood, he might have stopped Fundora. So I understand it. Like, I get it. Tim tough as nails, bro. But you could have saved them that. And they could have done it over again, man. I'm telling you, I would have loved to see that fight without a cut, y'all. Imagine what the fight would have looked like without the cut. Get what I'm saying, Mr. Empire? What it do, homie? How you feeling? Rob Walker, my dog. What it do, homie? The haircuts are bad. The vasculination of the head led to the gushing of the blood. They should have stopped the fight. I'm 100% with you. You know what I mean? He said until he wasn't. You ain't lying, Shell. You ain't lying, bro. They did my man Iron Man Tim like that. Hey, man, nah. Yo, what? Hold on, y'all. I gotta show y'all what Tim Nick. Hold on, let me see if Tim Tszyu nickname is still what it was, bro. Because he got this nickname after he beat Tony Harrison. He had a wild ass nickname. And I don't think that nickname applied no more. Hold on. Let me get to this, y'all. Let me get to my box rec, please. Yeah, the soul taker. Yeah, bro. Yo, here's a fun fact. Did anybody in here know that Tim Tszyu nickname is the soul taker? Did anybody know that? Like, yo. Tell me if any of y'all knew that. If any of y'all knew that Tszyu name, his nickname was the Soul Taker, bro. I think they gave him that name after he beat my guy Tony Harrison, bro. But nah, he got his soul took by Bakram. Man, he got his soul snatched, bro. Lion, what it do, homie? Jannar, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? Is a premier boxing champion fighter, or does he just fight on their platform? Notice him fighting on Fox Australia also instead of I'm not sure, bro. I gotta double check that. He might be though. He might be. He might be, Jannar. He might be. I think he is. I had to, yeah, the Soul Taker. Are you new? Banks was good. Yeah, yo, did y'all know his nickname was the Soul Taker? Shout out, I knew. I'm telling you, Rude Exposure was good, homie. He said he take the knee or to save himself from a lot of punishment. You stupid. No, but Mortazali have sent him to the shadow realm. Y'all crazy. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Not gonna count to you. That's a crazy nickname. Just be Tim Fam. I said no, they didn't. They out here giving people nicknames and shit. Okay, but nah, you know, all jokes aside though, that was a really tough fight. He gave it the best he could. I think the blood really got in the eyes and really started to like, you know, impair his vision, right? And I just think it made it so much tougher. And Fundora, I think he took advantage of the fact that he was bleeding that heavily, and he knew it, and he tried to box from range and spots a lot more than we've used to seeing him do in the past. So he definitely took advantage. He understood what he needed to do, and he got the job done. It was just a tough fight. They just do. I was like, when you get that name, the Boxing Baby podcast, what it do? Zoo has 2 promoters, right? Compton Twine, what it do? It makes me think of Mortal Kombat. I'm telling you, I like the nickname. It's just funny. It's just funny. Man, might as well just call him the Undertaker then. I'm telling you, at this point, it's just funny though. But this is a fight that I think definitely deserves some light shined on it, right? It's a pivotal fight in both of their careers, respectfully. You know, Tszyu spoke on it. I think I got the clip. He spoke on his career being, you know, speaking on if his career is at risk at this point, right? Because he had back-to-back losses, right? These was back-to-back losses. And then one of them was a knockout loss. So the second loss was even worse. Joey Spencer, he got stopped. It was a tough loss. You know what I'm saying? He just got like pounded on by Jesus Ramos. He just was too small. He couldn't affect Ramos. His punching power didn't affect him. He just kind of walked through him. You know what I'm saying? But since then, Spencer has had a chance to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? He's had an opportunity to bounce back and win some fights. So, you know, seeing the face-off earlier, man, seeing they face-off, they're close to around the same size, bro. It's not no crazy size difference between the two. So I think this is a really I want to say like it should be a competitive fight on paper for sure, and in the ring. You know, Tszyu definitely fought, I think the more named opposition if you had the tougher road. But that tougher road might make this fight tougher for him. The same thing that, you know, Bill's toughness might be the reason that he's in a tough fight again, right? Because this is a back-to-back situation that he coming up off, so he can't afford to slip up. This is a meaningful fight. He need this fight. Like, you talking about going back to the drawing board, that's definitely where you're going if you take 3 losses back-to-back-to-back. You definitely going your ass back to the drawing board. And then, you know, Joey Spencer is sitting there at 19-1. 11 KOs. He not trying to lose right now neither. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to have another setback. This dude want to win. I seen him fight live. This is a strong kid. He's smart and he can fight. You get me? I just think he was like outgunned by Ramos. I just thought Ramos was way too big, and that's what it looked like to me. But with these two, I like this matchup better because, and I like it better for Spencer more than I initially thought because they're closer in size. You know, I didn't think of that at first. I was just thinking Tszyu rough, rugged, man. I'm thinking of the Ramos fight, but not really fully taking into account that this is Tszyu, but this is Tszyu after losing twice, right? After getting a whole elbowed in the top of his head and bleeding for a whole fight, and then coming back, getting stopped bad early by Bakram. He just got dropped all over the place. It looked terrible. Like when he didn't even know what happened when they was talking to him, Tszyu was like shell shot. Bro, he coming back off that. That's a bad loss. that loss was worse than Joey Spencer lost to Ramos to me. That was a terrible loss. That was bad. You hear me? So he's coming back from that, bro. He got to. And like I said, Joey Spencer, let me go to his record. He's had a chance to bounce back since losing to Ramos, right? He lost to Ramos in 2023. Since then, he's fought 3 fights, a UD, a KO, and a majority decision. You know what I'm saying? So he's had 3 wins in a row since his 7th round TKO loss to Jesus Ramos. Now he's sitting at 19-1, 11 KOs. You get what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu, 24-2. You know what I'm saying? With 17 KOs. So yeah, he was getting punched, man, punished, man. He was getting punished a bit in that fight. I ain't gonna say punished, but he was just getting beat on, right? He wasn't winning none of the rounds, and Ramos just kept piling up the rounds all the way to the stoppage. It was bad. I think he dropped him early in that fight and everything. I think he dropped him like the first round, something early. He dropped him, but it was a tough night for Joey, man. So. But like I say, he's been able to bounce back. 3 wins. He got some confidence. He looked very confident. He's speaking very confident. Look, man, he talking like he about to, like he ready to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking at Tim Tszyu like Tim Tszyu something he can't get past, of course, right? He's speaking like a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He wants smoke. Let's roll.
So does that mean we're going to see a more conservative Tim Tszyu
I
in this
woke
fight?
up this morning and I was like, you know what? I want to do the same fire with fire this fight. So.
Well, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to because at the end of the day, he keeps saying that he came out fighting more conservatively, right? All right, he wants to fight more conservatively.
Well, he's not saying that anymore.
No, I understand, but he has been saying that. He came out in the Bachram fight, letting his hands go. But at the end of the day, Bachram brought that out of you. That's what I feel like. He hit you with clean shots. He came out, you felt that energy. At the end of the day, you weren't fighting somebody who was coming out picking and poking and trying to dance around you and get away from you. You fought somebody who came out and hit you right in the chin the first round. That's why you had to fight back. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You going to sit there and not throw your punches, right? No, you came out and you fought fire with fire because you had somebody out there who was willing to come out and swing with you, right?
I could have fought a much different fight. I don't believe I'm a one-dimensional type guy. I believe I can bring a lot of different things out, and that fight was I brought something that I shouldn't have done, but that's my intensity. I bring that type of intensity at all times.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to feel it as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
Man, you and see, I play that for a reason because you see how he thinking. He's saying he want to approach the fight. He was speaking about approaching fights more conservatively, but then still went out there and did what Tim Tszyu always do. And that shit didn't work. Now, notice, it's very interesting. I don't know if y'all got from that what I got from it. If you change your approach and what makes you Tim Tszyu, does that work in your favor or work against you? Because the time frame when you were speaking about being more conservative, it didn't work in your favor. But you didn't fight conservative. You still fought how Tim Tszyu always fight. You get what I'm saying? So now if those losses got you get what I'm trying to say, y'all? Are you a changed fighter for the better or the worse? Or is the adjustments that you about to make as a fighter, is your approach that you about to change gonna affect the way you look in fights, bro? Are you coming to win? Are you coming to knock shit out the same way you always do, bro? Because make no mistake, Tim Tszyu is Tim Tszyu because he coming in there, like he said at the end of that clip, I want to feel it in there, and I know it's the pause community out there, but we pause free over here. But he said he want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? He want to be in a fight. And is he gonna be fighting against the natural order of things if he out there trying to be conservative? And is that going to work in Joey Spencer's favor and to his own detriment? That's the question I'm asking. Is he going to change his style and it just not be smart? You get what I'm saying? But this a big fight for both of these dudes. They can't afford losses right now, bro. You get what I'm saying? Tim already got back-to-back joints. I know he got to be motivated to win this fight. But it's my question, y'all, is being somebody other than Tim Tszyu the best approach for this fight? Is him being conservative smart? You get what I'm saying? Or should he just go get it? Because I ain't gonna lie, Ramos, the way Ramos beat Spencer, he took it to him. I ain't gonna hold you. He took the fight to him, bro, and beat him down. But Tim Tszyu, I don't know. Kyle Coolett, blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Said Plant versus yeah, facts. I spoke on it a little bit yesterday. Cut Creator, what it do? Pause for it. Yeah, I know, Cut Creator. I know, bro. I know. We pause real over here anyway. Hey, Roger, what's good with it? Joey getting beat up? I don't know, man. They looking comparable in size, Roger. He don't look like he had no 2 weight class disadvantage how he was against Ramos. Because he definitely looked like he wasn't supposed to be in there with Ramos. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Tim needs to move his head, but is he going to do it? We know what he needs to do, Roger, but is he going to do it? Can't see Tim, big flat for that. TM come right in with it. He said he can't see Tim, big flat foot ass try to box and move. But you get me? But look, being more conservative, I guess that would mean you doing more boxing though, right? I think it will take a gear or two out of your approach, right? Because Tim Tszyu trying to hurt you, bro. And when I hear conservative and I look at the way he fight and the way it's for me, it seems as if he approach fights. He's not a conservative guy. So that's what I'm saying is he fighting against the natural order of things, trying to be a different guy, show a different dimension, right? Like it's okay to show this other dimension or another wrinkle if you got it. It's always good to be more versatile as opposed to being one-dimensional. He said he's not a one-dimensional guy, but he hasn't shown like a lot of different styles, right? Tim Tszyu is Tim Tszyu. He coming forward and he coming to hurt you, knock you out. Good body puncher, good jab, right? He could take a good punch, but that's not always a good thing. You get me? So I don't know. I don't see him as a conservative type of fighter. Like that, maybe it's just tough for me to wrap my head around that. So I don't know. Maybe this the fight where he might could afford to be conservative. I don't know. But Joey Spencer's a damn good fighter in his own right. Don't let the Jesus Ramos loss fool you. If that kid can fight, it's just Ramos was big as hell, man. Just apply upper body movement. Nah, I hear you, Roger. I hear you. It's always easier said than done, Know what I mean? Old habits die hard. Like, remember, he wanted to be more conservative prior to this fight. Now he talking about going back in there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, which one is it? Are you going to be conservative, Tim, or are you going to be Tim Tszyu? Because remember, being Tim Tszyu put you in this position where people had to respect you as a fighter and not just say you the son of Costa Tszyu. Being Tim Tszyu got you there. Being Tim Tszyu is one of the reasons why they love you in Australia where y'all fighting at, right? Being Tim Tszyu got you that strap. Right? Being Tim Tszyu knocked out Tony Harrison, right? You get what I'm saying? Carlos Ocampo, like being Tim Tszyu did those things. But being Tim Tszyu also, it's a freak accident, but being Tim Tszyu got you a whole elbowed in your head. Being Tim Tszyu got you knocked out against Bakram as well. So there's different questions surrounding Tim Tszyu that wasn't surrounding him after the Fundora loss. You see what I'm saying? Like, people chalk that up for what it was. He got elbowed. He was bleeding a lot. Fundora escaped by the skin of his teeth with that one, right? Had it not been for that cut, probably would have been a much different fight. So people, they accepted him losing to that guy, right? But then to see him come back and get blitzed the way he did against Bakram Murtazaliev, that was a little unexpected. I don't think nobody expected Tim Tszyu to get knocked all around the ring like that. So now he's approaching fights questioning, should he be the same guy that's got him there, or should he be more conservative? And you get what I'm saying? And that could be a problem if he start having an issue with identity and not, not establishing who he is as a fighter in the ring, bro. He can't do that. You get what I'm saying? He's a good fighter, but one-dimensional. You see, Shelton, and he don't think he is. He don't think he's one-dimensional. Tim Tszyu seems to think that he could show you something different. And I'm not one to knock him and say he can't, but I will be fair and real to y'all and say what I've seen from him so far. It's not a guy switching up styles, to be fair, right? But that's not necessarily a bad thing because it's worked all the way up until this point. And like I said, it's just maybe a little asterisk next to the Fundora loss, right? But that Bakram fight was clear as day. Like, he got his ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was like shell shocked. He didn't know what happened when they was interviewing him. He was like, man, what happened, bro? Like, do y'all remember the interview after he got done fighting Bakram? Like, yo, Tim Tszyu was like, yo, what happened? What the hell happened, bro? he was like, man, bro, I don't know what happened. Remember, he didn't even want to pick his head up. It was real, like, awkward. That loss hurt. The Fundora loss didn't sting like that. This loss, bro, he was sitting there like, bro, what the hell? You get me? Because that's how I was. That was my reaction. When I seen him getting pummeled like that, I'm like, oh, shit, Tszyu about to get stopped. And then you know he got a chin, so he was weathering some of the shots, but they was just too much. Bakram was pouring that shit on. I'm like, damn, this is getting bad. They tried to interview Tim, was like, man, I don't even know what happened. I'm like, yo, damn. Blitz my boy, man. He blitzed my boy, Tim, man. He blitzed Tim, bro. Tim recent fight strategy has proven ineffective, suggesting a reevaluation of his approach may be necessary. Now, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's the conversation. That's where I'm at with it, Mr. Impride. Is this new approach, right? Is him reevaluating his approach going to benefit him, or you know, is it going to work to his favor or to his detriment? That's what I want to know. You get me? And we got this weekend. This weekend to be coming up fast, so we gonna get to see it. He's doing dirty too. Broke his nose. Oh yeah. He was doing Fundora dirty. Definitely. Like I said, had it not been for the hole in his head, he probably would have won that fight. Mess around and stop Fundora too. Ever seen Tim look like that? Yeah. That's what. Hey, Twan, it was crazy, bro. He was getting handled, man. That shit was ugly, bro. He was getting belt put to ass. I'm like, shit. Damn, Tim. I'm like, grab him and hold him. Do something, bro. You gotta grab him and hold him, bro. You gotta do something, Tim. Tim was getting blitzed. That shit was coming from everywhere. Oh man, yo. Bakram showed out with that one. And Bakram running around actively calling for smoke. He actively calling for smoke too. He ain't taking that one win. He ain't satisfied. Bakram Murtazaliev is still actively calling for smoke. He want the best. And I want to see it because he's very dangerous, bro. Roger, yeah, you been had that. Never see. Yeah, man. Tim had a tough night in the office. Fly frequency was good with it. You said Tim was seeing green stars, yellow moons, purple horseshoes, and blue diamonds. I'm telling you. He punched the Sonic coins out of Tim ass, bro. I'm telling you. Bakram is legit. So again, I say all of that to say that's the fight that Tszyu's coming off, right? That's what he's up against. He's fighting with the fact that he's coming off, you know, one fight removed to getting stopped brutally. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, like, can't look at Joey Spencer like he's some poop putt. Tim got a tough road. They really believe in him. Shout out to his team. I want to say that, yo. Stressed Out Boxing, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Yeah, hey, I agree, Rosa. I agree. Yes, you do. And you need to be defensively responsible or he gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hurt you. But he's one fight removed. His shout out to his team, though. Like I was saying, they really believe in this dude. They be putting him in fights, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like Tszyu. I like his emergence in boxing, bro. I like the way he stepped onto the scene and he kind of made people respect him with quality wins, good wins, just impressive performances, right? Now that he had a couple losses, I ain't about to write him off, right? He ain't cooked until you done. It ain't over till it's over, right? So I just want to see how he gonna approach this fight. That's my biggest question for him because I think approach is important for a guy like Tszyu, right? If you just seen the way he's been successful in his career, he got, 24 wins, 17 knockouts. Those 17 knockouts come from him being exactly who he is. A physical presence coming forward. You get what I'm saying? Having really good timing. Tim got really good timing, bro. He got really good timing and he could box. Some people say a little robotic at times, but just very dangerous, right? His style has been effective all the way up until this last fight, if you really want to be honest. The last fight, he had no answer. You get me? So now that's where that he wrestling with them demons. And that's why I think you hearing him speak things about, oh, I'm gonna be conservative. And then, oh, I think this fight, I'm gonna just go in there and go for it. Like, be smart, Tim. That's all. Be smart, because you coming off a tough loss, bro. Coming off a tough loss. You was getting smacked. And it only took 3 rounds, but bro, Man, he knocked you down 3 times in round 2 and once in round 3. It was bad, bro. He was punching you all around the ring, dude. Man, we're a attrition type fighter. If he keeps fighting this type of style, yeah, Tszyu might end up like Jack Hurd. Style is similar to her style. It's okay to be a dog, but a smart dog. Absolutely. I could agree with that, Jannar. Yeah, you definitely want to be a smart dog. Especially after taking losses. You want to be intelligent. You can't, and that's why it might be necessary for him to reevaluate his approach, right? It might be a good thing, but I hope it works in his favor. You know what I'm saying? Fight Sport Talk, what it do, homie? And I ain't rooting against Joey. I like Joey. I believe Joey's from Spence, Jersey. Shout out to the small town soldier, man. I like Joey Spencer. I seen him fight live. Impressive guy. He can throw down. He got hands too, So he got something to prove. He's confident. He coming to win. Let's see what he able to do against Tim. I think Tim has had the tougher road, but tougher is not always better, right? Especially if when that road got tougher, you didn't get the ups in those fights. And in your last fight in particular, it just was all wrong. Like, I don't even remember Tim. No, well, I don't want to say that. I think he got some shots in. I think he got some stuff in, but Bakram just ate it up and kept coming, bro. So now he got a rebound. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? And so it's gonna be a fight. I think this is be a fight. Now, the only knock about this, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm a junkie, bro, but I don't know nobody else on the card besides these two. Like, when I say nobody else, I mean I don't know nobody else on this card. This is definitely like some type of Australian card special or something, because these are the only 2 guys I know. So look, I'm gonna be tuned in for this fight. I'm interested to see which way it go and who pulls it off, because like I said, this is a risky fight for both guys, and they both need this win. You get what I'm saying? They both need this win. Tszyu might need it more than Joey Spencer, surprisingly enough, because he took a L, more recently, and he's bouncing back off of L. Joey Spencer coming off of wins, a few wins. So, man, it's gonna be interesting, bro. This fight is gonna be good, bro. I'm tuned in. May the best man win. I don't have a dog in the race. I like both fighters, but man, I don't know. Might be pushing for Joey on the low, cause he's a Jersey native, man. Might be pushing for him on the low. Hold on, man. I gotta see where is this at? I gotta find this. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna play some of this from Tszyu, man, where he was speaking about his career possibly being at risk, and things like that. But his dog, he's a smart dog. Yeah, he knows when to bite and when not to. Hey, I like that. That's a fact, Jannar. But y'all tap in, man. Smash that like button for me. Let's listen into what Tszyu had to say, man. This is him speaking about, being honest on if his career is at risk with this fight.
No, not really. I just sort of accept it. That's it. Take a bad, some growth. In review, so busy and get myself back into the action.
Yeah, I guess, when you look at the year in review, the 2 fights, like what thoughts come through your mind? Like, how'd you get through it? I would imagine you were disappointed with what happened, but like what helped you be okay with what happened?
Growth. The fact that, when you face adversity such as last year, you only grow from it. And some people take it bad, some people take it good. And I've taken it all in and work on my mistakes and just trying to get better each day. That's it.
That's y'all. Ads.
And just trying to get better each day. That's it.
It wasn't something that you dwelled on, or did you dwell on it for a little bit?
No, not really. I just sort of accepted it. It's this boxing game's full of just little inches everywhere, and you really have to pay attention to every inch.
Well, and you got married soon right after, right?
Yeah, it was actually straight. Yeah, decision that was done straight away.
Now listen, I ain't want to try to make a big deal out of it, but I'm just telling you, the fighters sometimes with their little history of going to get married and look, I just got a quick story. Jose Ramirez did the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. He had lost to Josh Taylor and he went and got married and he came back and he's just been looking like a different fighter. I'm not saying that all of a sudden that's going to be the case for every fighter that gets married, but I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there for conversation purposes. He's coming off a very tough loss, even tougher than, the one Ramirez came off of, and Ramirez was getting dropped in that fight. So same thing with Tim here. Then he went and got married. Now he come back. Let's see if he had the same hunger. That's all I'm saying. Because to me, when Jose Ramirez came back, it seems like he fights like he got something to go back home to. And I don't mean that to be funny. It's like now you married, you got kids, you got a family. It seems like he fights like that's in the back of his mind. Like I can't just go all the way out like I used to. And if that's who Tim Tszyu is, a step slower than what he used to be because of those same things, he could be in trouble, man. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. So I want to see how hungry he looked as this fight progressed. I really do. And I hope Joey Spencer is done everything possible to make this a real fight. So I believe this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's a stressful process.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to worry about is that happy wife, happy life.
Hey, pardon me. That's the other side too, Rob. I meant to speak on that. The other side of it too, the flip side is he could be fighting for his family now. It could be a different purpose, right? An increased purpose, like you said, Rob. That could be the case. And two things, it can either work for him or against him too, as always, right? But we gonna see.
Exactly.
So yeah, man. So the Bachram fight happens. Your dad is there. What happens. What did since then, what has your dad told you? Like, how have those
Damon,
discussions been with your dad in
him.
terms of like advice and looking at the situation that happened?
Yeah, well, if you remember when my dad had his first loss, it only propelled him to become a true professional. And these things happen in sport, especially in boxing. You get hit with one shot and it sort of changes the whole fight, and it's more about just becoming better and doing stuff in a different, more of an appropriate way.
What do you mean by that? Like appropriate way?
Like taking things smartly, from just being smart rather than going out reckless, thinking that you're the Hulk, basically, but just going out and not underestimating anyone.
You see, that's interesting. Those is his words. Now, we never took Tim Tszyu as the type of guy to underestimate anybody, but his approach to a fight is a brave one. He coming right for it. If it's heat, he gonna be right in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Getting his in. Like that's just the kind of fighter he is. Now you hear him after a loss talking about like rethinking that, not approaching fights like you the Hulk and being smarter. Like you get what I'm saying? And that just makes me think again. When I watch Jose Ramirez, a guy that seemed like his approach changed, it seemed like he's overthinking just a bit. And you can see it. Is Tim Tszyu going to be a guy that's overthinking and not letting the hands go? Or is that not going to be the case? Now, I'm pretty sure he should be good to go because I think he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I think he's mentally tough, right? But that possibility still is there. You know what I'm saying? For him to come out there and be overthinking in there. We've seen it all the time with fighters. They go out there, they overthink, and they just don't let their hands go, and they end up falling down behind in rounds and just end up losing a fight, right? That could be the case, but I think Tim Tszyu, if I had to bet, I say Tim Tszyu will be all right, Opulent LDTV, blessings, Brody. How you feeling?
Yeah, I remember when I was watching the fight, I was thinking like you're a bull in a china shop. And I was like, whoa, like Tim's like way like overly I know you're like a pressure guy, aggressive guy, but I felt like you were just
really
throwing caution to the wind. You mentioned not underestimating Bachram. Did you underestimate him?
It's not like I
feeling great. That's what I love to hear, bro.
I think I
enjoy it, family. Enjoy it, my guy.
In 2-3 rounds. That's what my mentality was going through. I was just gonna go with fireworks, in there. You know, you can't be doing that. But re-watching the fight, I was landing some big shots at first, and all it really took was one shot that I made that mistake from. And then I never really found myself and gathered myself after that. It was sort of just different mentality changed.
Was that like
Bach
wanting
round.
to like knock him out in 2-3 rounds? I don't know, where did that stem from? Did it stem from because of what happened in the Fundora fight? You know, and how that ended up? Like, did you feel like you needed to prove something?
No, maybe. I don't know exactly what it was. How I felt leading into it was like I was feeling on top of the world. I felt unbelievable, sharp, and
He said clinching is a disgrace.
Maybe just to I don't know what it was exactly, but yeah, lesson learned.
And see, to me, it's interesting to hear his response on like what it was for him in there. But it sounds to me like it's just fighter instinct. He was just going with what he know, and that just wasn't the best course of action in that particular fight. And or it could just be a match because he was landing shots. Now that I do think about it, he was getting shots in there early too. You know what I'm saying? But he made that critical mistake and he got hit with the shot he wasn't prepared for, and that changed the whole fight. So I mean, shit happens in fights. You do get caught, and that's pretty much what happened too. So Tszyu being Tszyu that night just wasn't the best thing, right? Him going in there the way he always approached fights. He said he felt like he was on top of the world. He probably approached that fight like it and then got, had to get knocked off that high horse. Maybe the loss could be a good thing. We're going to see.
Is it hard to see the fight again? Like to look back at it?
Yeah, to a certain extent. But you know what? When I rewatched it, there was a lot of lessons learned. And
Agreed, right?
I watched it from a tactical point of view, and it was different.
Yeah, you know, when I wrestled, it's nothing like what you guys go through. You know, you guys get punched in the face and take damage in there. But I remember our coach would have us look at tape also when we would lose. And I remember I lost the meet by a point. And at first I didn't want to see it because I was just so angry at the fact that I lost. And then when I watched it, I got even more angry because I just looked at it and I'm like, I can't believe I made such a stupid little mistake that cost me the match.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's like a similar experience, right?
Yeah, of course. It was, I got hit with a shot that I shouldn't have been hit with, and I've learned my whole life to defend it in a certain way and stuff like that. And it was. I've been hit with shots, but usually I'm recovered and stuff like that. But I don't know. I wasn't able to recover myself this time. I don't know what it was exactly. Could have been the rehydration stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, it wasn't ideal. But yeah, you live and you learn. Don't get.
Man, it was that damn power, and it was clear. Them shots was clear. Could have been rehydration, but I did notice he definitely looked super dry in there. Like he didn't look like he, loosened up in the back. It's not saying he didn't, but it was one of them things where you get caught cold because he definitely 3 rounds in, you barely getting warmed up. You just getting warmed up, if anything, and he didn't get a chance to really get settle into no fight because Bakram Mortazalia was on his helmet, bro.
Caught with it again.
Well, I would imagine, yeah.
He really was.
You've been tightened up.
He was, bro.
You're throwing your hooks. You're drilling for that, right?
He
of
was.
course.
Yeah, yeah. I figured that. This next question that I have for you, Tim, I'm bringing it up because actually it was brought up when I was interviewing Sebastian Fundora, and we were asking him about his loss to Brian Mendoza, and if he ever questioned himself or questioned if he would be the same. And he was real honest. He said, yeah, I did for a little bit, but I pushed that through. And then he went into the fight with you. At all, do you have any questions about yourself coming into this fight?
That's a good question.
Look, I think I had first questions about it straight away. But that's just normal. That's just human instinct. That's what people forget. We're only humans at the end of the day, and everyone questions themselves. But once I started getting in there, I knew what I possessed. I I knew how I feel and how I box. There is no question. I know what I know what I am. I know what I bring to the table, and it's just about showing it off.
Yeah, I read a few articles that you want to unveil like a new look, right?
Even the Buckram fight, man. If I got to show myself, if it went past 3 rounds, 4 rounds, it would have been a different story. I guarantee you that, you know. But it didn't, and that's the part that I regret, because I felt so unbelievably good, and you know, the first couple rounds, it's about warming it up and getting your body nice and hot, and I got caught cold, and then that was the end of it, you know. And it was, you know, and I didn't get to show myself, and that's what I was mostly upset about.
Said it. You got called cold. I'm telling you, going there, you can't blast everybody out. Sometimes you got to work your way into a fight, and that's just something that I guess come with experience and just IQ, right? Everybody ain't going fast. You got to, you know, soften a guy up first, then get him up out of there. You can't just go blast everybody out, especially when that guy you fighting got just as much firepower as you got, and he throw more punches than you do. And he coming, you know what I mean? He coming the same way you are, if not more. So it's just it's a dangerous style, but it's been working for him. So we gonna see if he make any adjustments to his style. Ever was good with fam. Tim Cheney. I don't think he
with this fight with Joey Spencer that you have coming up on
just think it was
April
a real
6th,
fighter.
Like,
real
what
puncher.
do you want to show Tim?
I just want to show a calculated, measured fighter that put on all the dominant performances from before, you know, and show it again.
Yeah, man, you didn't pick an easy guy. Like I read an article saying that your management team was like, no, like let's not do this one, and you're like, nah, I want to face this guy. Why? Because Joey's a big puncher, man.
Yeah, Joey could crack.
I never felt like I left. I had some hit ups on the way, but I'm still with the top dogs there, and I need to get myself back on that winning column.
What do you expect from him? What do you expect from the fight? How do you see the styles clashing?
Yeah, I think he's got a couple of plans. I think he's going to come forward first, and then I think he's going to go back, and then he's going to come forward, aggression, and then he's going to try and counter. He's got good hooks, good boxing IQ. So I don't know. We'll see what he brings, and it's all about adapting.
In the prep that I was doing for this, Tim, I read a few quotes saying that you said that you feel this is the most important fight of your life. I would imagine.
Talk about it.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, like and I know you guys don't like to put these thoughts in your head, but like if things don't go your way, that's a major step back. And I would imagine that's why you see it that way, right?
Yeah, of course. This is like sink or swim for me. That's how I'm treating it.
Were you able to incorporate your dad at all in this preparation in this camp?
No, not this time.
No,
not this time. No, he's over in Russia right now.
Is that a stressful thing when your dad is incorporated in the camp? Like, was it stressful when he came around, like the background fight?
You know what? To a certain extent, yes, because you know when you're not used to someone, and then they're brought in. There's no disrespect there, but I love my dad. I respect his opinion and everything, but it's just when you're not used to something, it becomes a bit different. And I don't like changing things up. I like things when they're in your control.
Okay, like a routine.
Yeah, I'm a creature of habit.
Okay. So yeah, when something's out of that routine, yeah, it kind of like messes with you then.
Yeah, it rattles you a little.
Yeah, I could see that. Like I've heard about.
So you see, that's the main part about it, where his career, talking about the career being at risk, or you know, sink or swim, as he put it for him, right? And it's really become one of those fights, because it's one thing to lose, it's another thing to lose again. It's another thing to have 3 losses, but when they're back to back to back, that shit hit totally different. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. It depends. I think Joey Spencer can punch a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've seen him fight live. I distinctively remember sitting from my seat, and like I seen a few fights before his came up, and I remember when he was in the ring and he was punching, even the punches that his opponent was blocking, I was able to hear from my seat. Like, he was cracking. You get what I'm saying? And I know that was, you know, one fight, but still in person, I'm like, you can tell he's a physically strong kid. So, you know, looking at him in the face-off, they look relatively around the same size. So I think this should be a good competitive matchup. You know what I mean? You know, they both got something to prove. This would be, I think, you know, outside of Ramos, definitely the most notable guy. I think Spencer's fought to date, right? The most dangerous guy he's fought to date since Ramos. So he got his work cut out for him too. He seemed confident though, like I said, and then this is a fight that I'm a tune in for. Like I don't know the rest of the card too much, but I do like this fight. So let's see who pulls it off, man. I don't have a dog, but I think this is a competitive fight on paper for sure. I lean towards Tim. Got more experience for sure. More experience than Joey. Got the tougher opponents, tougher, you know, resume, but he's taking some losses as well. And I'm still, you know, questioning to see how he's going to bounce back and respond from those questions. We're going to find out, though. Professional boxing and amateur boxing. I've been involved in boxing for over 30 years. Shout out to Edward, man. Shout out to you, dog, my guy. You know, but let's keep rolling, y'all. Y'all hit the like button, man. I do got to bring this up because I see people. Somebody sent this to me, man, about Eddie Hearn and what's his name? What's his name? Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul, and they obviously had some type of legal matter going on, and then they saying they reached $100 million defamation lawsuit. Is crazy. That's ridiculous, bro. Like I can't even imagine this. Said Matchroom filed this back in 2022. And they said the American accused Hearn of paying off boxing judge Glenn Feldman following the results of Usyk versus Anthony Joshua rematch and the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano one. That's crazy. Wow, so they actually ruled in his favor. It's crazy. And you see where your words could go, man. You see how your words could get you in trouble. This is crazy. This man got accused of you know, basically fixing fights, paying off judges and fixing fights. And this is what Jake Paul accused him of. And they somehow have a recent settlement of $100 million. I need to know more about this, man. That's crazy. That's ridiculous, man. I can't lie. They never went to court, and they settled out of court, man. That's a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie, man. Even for Jake Paul, shit. I know you got some money, but $100 million is ridiculous, man. $100 million is ridiculous, all for some statements that you made about him paying off judges. That's crazy, man. It went this far. I could not possibly see him losing $100 million over something like this. I can't see it. I couldn't see it. The Cheney running around, the soft narratives be nasty where these dudes do this shit, whether they feel like it or not. Yeah, I mean, you hear that? I hear it too much for me, for my life. You can't even, you know. At first, I heard people say Devin was Cheney after getting hit by Linares. Like he didn't even get dropped at that point, and they were saying he Cheney. And I'm like, that's crazy. Man ain't even had to get dropped ever in his career, and it was running around saying how Cheney he was. That is disgusting work, disgusting behavior, and disgusting work. 100%. I don't think in the ring anymore. Everyone's an easy fight, an easy KO, or a brawl. Most of these fighters always using technique. It's it's not borrowing. They don't like to think. Yeah, I mean, I think I feel like the smartest fighters go the furthest. The guys that are able to think through situations, man, and make in-fight adjustments go the furthest, man. You know what I mean? That's why I favor guys that I feel like have high IQs, and you get what I'm saying? Let's keep rolling, man. Devin Haney got his fight coming up, man. My bad, y'all. I'm knocking stuff down over here. So I believe they sued for $100 million. The settlement was not $100 million. Yeah. I doubt if I see him. I just couldn't envision them losing $100 million over that. You get what I'm saying? I just couldn't imagine it. You know, anything is possible, but I couldn't see it. I wish I had the OG around. I would like to ask more questions on that because I doubt. I just couldn't see it coming to fruition. You know what I mean? But we'll see. But that's weird, man. I will salute Jake Paul for what he's been helping do with the women's boxing, for sure. That's where he got my vote 100% with that. Let's keep rolling, man. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. We got to talk some little Hanos. We got to talk about our guy Hanos, man. Got to talk about our guy Hanos. We got a Mikey-Garcia sighting, man. And you know this fight is coming up, and everybody been talking about Haney and his physique and
in his career as a trainer.
And, you see the stupid steroid accusations going around. I'm not going to entertain that foolishness, man. But at the end of the day, this man got a fight coming up. It's a real fight. Call it what you want. They both got questions to answer, as I've been saying all along. But, different people, they think different things, man. Mikey-Garcia, Jose Ramirez is his guy. And he seems to feel like Haney might have picked the wrong guy. So, again, I think they're looking at Ramirez like the guy that he was when he was running through shit, when he snatched up the titles and all that. He had a good run up until he ran into Josh Taylor. And we all know once he went and got married and came back, it just looked like a different fighter. So that's how I'm looking at him. And I will give him the benefit of the doubt and say it's a possibility that if he goes up to 47, he might be stronger up there. So he might be in better shape. You know what I mean? He might feel better. Less weight to cut. You know what I mean? Might fill out more. But the same for Haney. And as obviously you could see his physique, he looked like he ready to go. So I'm really intrigued to see how this fight going to play out, because especially with this statement from, Mikey-Garcia is essentially feeling like Haney picked the wrong dude. But I think Jose is his guy. That's all. For the real only. What's good, bro? How you feeling?
From when he first started, back in maybe 2002, 2003-ish, to now, 22 years later, it's impressive, bro. It's impressive. Not only with the new facility, but just everything that he's accomplished. He's become, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 16 world champions that he's made. Not just that he trained, because some trainers have trained other world champions as well. Right. But to bring a fighter and get them to become world champions, that's a whole other level. That shows that he is, one of the best trainers in the world. And that's why he was also voted, trainer of the year last year and other years as well. He's been one of the best.
All his hard work's paying off.
It's paying off, bro. And outside of that, he's still the same guy, same person that everybody knows.
Yeah, he was. He was on
to his
I believe he had two.
Yeah, hold on. You'd love to see it. Obviously, he's training right now. Jose Ramirez, as we speak. Jose looks fucking amazing.
It's looking really good, man.
Scary, bro.
I've seen him. I love the footwork. I love the agility, the speed. It's almost like he turned the clock back a bit, because previous fight he looked a little sluggish, a little slow.
He had two.
When he walked in the gym, he looked like he had a chip on his shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. He looks good, and he's motivated. He's hungry. He's motivated. See, he really wasn't motivated last fight. It wasn't something that he cared for. A couple of things were going on that, not as an excuse, but it's the reality.
Right.
This time, he looks good, man. I'm happy for him. I'm happy to see him feel good. He's happy to be here. He's happy to train, and he's fucking putting the time and energy. You can just see it in his expression.
Feel it. You can feel his energy.
I like it. I like it a lot.
What do you, your dad, Robert, tell him? Because I know you guys are always whispering, advice, wisdom.
It's just reminders. Sometimes it's just a little reminder. Hey, you're looking fucking good. A little compliment goes a long ways.
I tell you what, Mikey looked more and more like Robert, don't he? I swear, he looked more and more like Robert Garcia. Jay Grant, what it do, homie?
It's a reminder to himself, that he is doing well, that he is
he's that dude.
He's that dude, exactly. And that the fight coming up, is a big fight. It's a big event, big fight. It's gonna bring him right back to the top. You know, opens up bigger doors, and
Big money.
so we just little reminders like that. And then if we see something that we like, hey, I really like the way you're using this punch, or the way you move, or the way you know. So it's just reminders.
All right. Now, obviously, you love that fight. You're obviously picking Jose to win. How does he win without giving away, obviously, the game plan?
Well, you know, I think he's got the power to actually drop him and hurt him. But I also think Haney is, you know, a boxer, good enough boxer, very well-rounded, that he's going to try to box. I think his game plan is going to be to box. So I could see the fight going 12 rounds, but Jose beating him enough, you know, and dropping him maybe once in the fight and winning a decision. Now, he does have the power to knock him out, like I said, but he's going to take the right punch, and then Haney, you know, not being able to come back. Haney was able to get up multiple times from Ryan, knocking him down, and still made it to the decision. So that kind of tells me that, you know, it most likely can go to the distance, but I do see Jose winning.
What is the mental state of Devin? Obviously, that was a war with Ryan.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, again, I knew that's one of the focal points. Like, oh, he got the power to drop him, but do we have the precision and the time and the land, right? You get me? Is he going to get those shots home? Because I just watched him fight Arnold Barboza, and he landed none of that stuff. I think Devin Haney's a better boxer than Barboza. I do. So if he's still Devin, which I believe he is, and I can't wait to see him prove it so people could let up off him a bit. But I think he can beat Ramirez, especially he talking about you could see it going to the decision and all that. That's going to favor Haney in my book. You know what I mean? The fight go to distance, it definitely favors the boxer to me. The guy, the pressure guy, or the guy that used to be the pressure guy with a good punch output is going to want to, you know, press and try to hurt Devin Haney. For you to do that, you're going to have to make the fight. And I think Devin Haney going to box you. You know what I'm saying? I swear I do. I think he's going to box you.
I think he's going to be very gun shy. I think he's going to be very gun shy. He's not going to try to exchange. He's going to try to go to the distance. He's going to try to box on the outside. And all it takes is one punch to fucking bring back those memories, those cobs, and then Jose's got it. You know, Jose's got that power. He's got the size also. Haney box, but after a beat down like that, it's not easy coming back. Trust me. We've seen it in many fighters. You know, and I think that's where we are going to take advantage.
Rosado even said himself, this is the wrong fight for Devin.
I think so too. I think Devin Haney should have picked somebody else, someone that didn't hit hard, someone that didn't have the power, someone that was maybe also, you know, on the way out, maybe, you know, 2 or 3 losses out of his last, you know, 4 or 5 fights. Someone that isn't a threat.
Right.
You know, I think they picked the wrong fight.
Yeah, but Ramirez been losing, though. He's been taking the L's. Say he picked the wrong guy, man. Say he should have fought somebody that got multiple loss shit. Yeah, but Ramirez, well, yeah, he ain't been taking L's, should I say like that, because his last fight, I mean, he lost to Barboza. I think that was his second loss. So he ain't got a ton of losses, but he got a couple. Now, I think the fact remains is he struggled with a certain kind of style. You look at Devin Haney has a very similar style to the kind of fighters that, you know, I think of Ramirez would struggle with, you know what I mean, or have more issue against, I mean, the boxer. So if he can't get in there and close the gap and use his punch output and pressure or this power that they're talking about to affect Haney, and he going to get cooked for 12. I think he's going to get outboxed. Shout out to my sis, Melanie Queen. How you feeling today? 702, what it do? Yeah, he did describe the hell out of him, but I think he
maybe, you know, 2 or 3 losses out of his last, you know, 4 or 5 fights. Someone that isn't a threat.
Right.
You know, I think they picked the wrong fight.
They picked the wrong fight.
Obviously, Ryan Garcia versus Romero is going to be headlining in New York in Times Square. You hyped for that fight, or?
I mean, we're excited because it's a exciting matchup.
You're going to be there, obviously.
Yeah, we'll be there. And I know Rolly's is going to come to fight because he always does. I still think Ryan is gonna win. I think he's gonna catch him, and he'll probably catch Rollies and probably win. But Rollies is down. He's aggressive. He's down to fight. He ain't afraid. Yeah. So I'm excited for that too.
All right. Who do you got with this?
I think Ryan. Ryan catches him and wins, I think he probably stops him. He'd probably stop him. But for as long as the fight lasts, Rollies is in the fight. You know, he's always gonna be aggressive, coming forward, throwing punches and shit. So
he's not that aggressive.
What about Tszyu versus Barboza?
That's the
depends
thing.
on what
Not.
Tszyu shows up.
Everyone says that, even like
Because we've seen it. You know, it's not just one time that it happened. We've seen it, you know, 2 or 3 different occasions where the unmotivated or untrained, unprepared Tszyu shows up and he has an off night. You know, but if the
So look, man, I heard it from Mikey. Mikey, Mr. I see something. You get me, Tim? Mr. I see something Garcia's. He like Haney picked the wrong guy. You know, Devin Haney picked the wrong lad. You did. He picked the wrong guy. But I know they might have picked the right guy, and it's good that it's still people out there that feels like it's the wrong guy, because that means when he win, you got to give him his credit. So Mikey, when he beat your boy up, I don't want to hear, yeah, you know, and he gonna probably try to be safe and, you know, box, stay on the outside. He's supposed to do that, man. He's supposed to do that. He's a boxer, box his ass. He ain't supposed to stand there and make it easy for him. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what he see, Banks. I'll tell you what he's seen, Jay. He's seen fisticuffs left and right all night. It was a steady buffet of it, too. Errol Spence gave him all he could eat. You know what I mean? All he could eat buffet. Had his brother over there begging to stop it. He wanted to stop it bad as hell. That's what Mikey seen, lefts and rights. A proper raccoon, because Earl was placing them joints. He lucky. I think low key Earl had the mentality to try to box, because that's around the time people was knocking him and they were saying he couldn't box and he wanted to show a little something. I think if he'd have been on his seek and destroy, he would have stopped him for sure. I do. He definitely had his brother begging, you know, like he had to plead with his brother not to stop that fight. I tell you that. He was kicking his ass, bro. Yeah, I want to see Dev have a great performance, man. I do. Ramirez is trash. I just think it's not that he trash, right? It's just for what I've seen, like the last couple times, he ain't at the peak where he once was, where he might still be dangerous, but he's not the same. He don't present the same exact level of danger that he once did, in my opinion. Now, if 47 is like it do the trick for him and he look a bit rejuvenated, then he'll be cooking with something. He got something. But ultimately, I think both of these dudes going to feel better up there at the weight. I think it's going to come down to the better athlete, the better talent, the smarter fighter. And I think that's Devin Haney. And I think he got bigger fish to fry with Ryan. And I think he on a mission. You know, he's been counted out. Think about it. I think he want to prove a lot of people wrong, bro. And I think that's what obviously motivates him. He ain't trying to lose, especially not to this dude. He got bigger fish to fry. So you get me? You know what I mean? He got plans after plans. So he got people to smoke, man. You know, he got rematches to do and stuff like that. You get me? He got rematches and all that. So I think he's gonna be prepared, bro. I think he's gonna be ready, prepared. He look in great shape right now. Think he'll be healthy on the scale, which will be make all the difference. Like, when the last time you seen Devin Haney look really good and comfortable on the scale? So that'll be a good thing for him. And I'm just pushing for him to go out there and win, bro. I mean, people could be mad. I don't got nothing against none of these dudes, but that's a guy in this particular situation I'm definitely rooting for. I want to see him win. I want to see him get that get back. It's not going to be easy, but I know he could beat that dude. You know, as I continue to see the highlights and go back and watch the rounds in that fight where Devin won against Ryan, I see the areas where you could beat that dude. An undisciplined guy, you can definitely beat him. I mean, 25 pounds plus in fight night, right? 170, 170. Thing is, man, they both going up now, so they're going to be comfortable. And be like, Mike, why will Mikey Garcia be Earl Spence? Sugar Ray Leonard said, because he's Mikey. Remember that? Hey, Earl took that to heart. Hey, Jannard. Earl wasn't feeling that. He said, oh, really? I got you. Say no more. Say no more, Chief. He said, say no more, OG. I got you. Man, Ramsey before he fought Barboza. The one that, I think that's the fight y'all felt like he had lost, right? Let me go to it. Yeah, man. He just ain't been looking the same, bro. He ain't been looking like the same exact threat and the same exact guy. And for that reason, that gives Devin Haney a much better chance at beating him. You know what I'm saying? Think shit, even at his best, I think Haney could beat him. You know what I mean? So this would be Devin coming back off a layoff situation, you know. But Ramirez only lost twice. He's 29-2, 18 KOs. You know what I'm saying? He lost back in 2021 to Josh Taylor at UD. He got dropped in round 6 and 7. You know what I mean? Came back with 3 straight wins. Then he lost to Barboza 10 rounds at UD. Got outboxed. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like he got blew out in that fight, but he just got beat cleanly. And I just seen a boxer beat you. So you telling me Devin Haney being a boxer can't beat you too? Why is that? And I'm telling y'all, the mistake that I think people are making with Devin is counting him out before even seeing what he'll look like. Y'all really banking. It's sad. I never thought I'd see the day where you're down bad. They're banking on him not being what he once was. And that's where y'all going to go wrong. I get it. A lot of people get their ass beat. People don't bounce back and all that. But I don't think Devin is that guy. I don't think he's a guy that's not going to be able to bounce back. You don't know if he's going to be gun shy. If he's gun shy, then that creates a whole different problem for him. But we still got to wait to see how he look on fight night. And I'm telling you, they're banking on him just being a damaged fighter and not being himself. And that's where they're going to go wrong. That dude going to be better than you thought. He's going to probably take a few rounds, shake off some of that rust, and then he's going to get in his bag. That's what I believe. I think this could be a boxing lesson for Jose Ramirez, and that's how I see it. I see it being a UD type of situation for Devin. You get what I'm saying? If he's to get dropped or something, of course, that's going to be something to talk about, but I don't think Ramirez has the power or speed that Ryan has. The combination of both, I don't think so. And if he got up from Ryan, I think he'd be able to get up from a left hook from Ramirez too if he got dropped. I just think he can box him. You know, somebody said the other day, I think on the Boxing Voice, they got Devin by stoppage. Somebody said they got Dev stopping him. So, hey, look, if he punching harder, like he started punching a bit more, a little bit at 40, right? And don't say he did. He hurt Regis. They had his corner thinking about stopping it, even though he got took through the ringer against Ryan. He hurt Ryan. I played the clip yesterday. Y'all seen he buckled Ryan ass. So he hurt him too in the fight. So he obviously got some punching power. That's why I keep telling people to keep talking with this pillow fist shit. Show me the fighters, like the last fighter that called him pillow fist got dropped by him and got buckled multiple times in the fight. And his corner was thinking about stopping it. And then I think Ryan was talking that shit and he ate, I think it was a right hand in that fight and got buckled. We all seen it. I know y'all remember it. He even admitted after the fight was over, Devin buckled him and hurt him. He buzzed him in the fight. Like, he kept it real. So that dude is not pillow fisted. Like, he not. I'm telling you what I really listen. Devin, I ain't gonna sit here and make no argument that he's some puncher, but pillow fist my ass. I will argue till I ain't got no more air in my lungs, bro. That's one narrative that I hate that they put against that kid. Pillow fist my ass. Is he a KO artist? No. Is he some big puncher? Nah. But you don't want to keep getting hit with jabs over and over and straight right hands. Don't tell me that shit. I seen how Kambosos was looking when he couldn't defend. He couldn't do nothing but eat jabs and right hands. That shit was very uncomfortable for him. I seen how Regis' face got tattooed when Devin was strategically putting ones, twos. He was just piecing his ass up. I seen the way his face looked. I seen the way he started taking the confidence out of him because he kept beating him round after round, hitting him and slipping shots and countering him over and over. Don't tell me that's pillows. That man ain't want to keep getting hit. If he pillow fisted, why the hell was his corner arguing, thinking about stopping it? Come on, Regis, man, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it. That's the first time, and this is the Rougarou we talking about. I get it. He a little bit older, but shit is shit, man. You got in the ring, you fought, bro. I ain't hearing it. No other fight can you look at in Regis' pro-grade career where somebody is actively arguing with him about stopping the fight. But he gets in there with the guy that they're saying is pillow-fisted, and they're thinking about stopping it. But fans at home want me to keep saying, nah, he pillow-fisted. He ain't no puncher. Okay, I get it. Your favorite fighter might be a knockout artist. But that dude is swatting enough where dudes ain't trying to run in there. You not. Was Regis just trying to run in there reckless and run through him? Hell no. Let me show you the difference. When a guy was not worried about a dude punching power, I always use this fight as an example. Go look at Sean Porter when he fought Paulie Malignaggi. That's a guy that, and no slight to Paulie. I'm not even going to go pillow fisted with him. But that's an example of a guy running right through a dude and showing he don't got no power. You ain't never seen nobody do that to Devin. And don't even say Ryan, because Ryan didn't do it that way either. He didn't do it that way. You get what I'm saying? He was measured. He was measured in his approach. He wasn't just reckless. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to keep running. And when he got careless, Devin caught him with that right hand and it buckled him. You get what I'm saying? This is boxing. Yo, these dudes running around here with 8-ounce boxing gloves, punching with speed, precision, power, accuracy, timing, and you telling me them punches don't feel like nothing? You got here, right. Yeah, right. That shit do not feel good to get punched in the face, bro. Telling you, ain't nobody just running in there. And Devin Ryan didn't do it. Like I say, he was calculated to a degree at how he went in there and tried to get Devin. He ain't just be careless and say, I'm gonna just go knock him out. Nah, you gotta approach a fight with that dude a certain way, because he ain't no poo putt. He not. You might not like him, don't like his style, but the kid can fight. I've been saying I'm gonna always go to bat for boxers or fighters in general when they get shitted on like that. That dude ain't never been pillow fisted, bro. And truth be told, I'm gonna speak on it some more. Hilltop, what it do, homie? You know what I think has been the problem with him, to be all honest with y'all? Stripping himself down of that much weight and then, having to rehydrate. Now, you might feel better, you might put on the weight, but I don't think you was as strong as what you could be when you don't have to strip yourself down. So I ain't saying he about to be some puncher, but do not be surprised if when he's punching Jose Ramirez in the face, he look like he don't want that shit. I'm telling you. This shit is boxing. These dudes is human. They don't like getting punched in the face. I don't care who you are. Shit don't feel good. And Devin, whether he's a hard-ass puncher or not, he accurate. He got good timing. You get what I'm saying? He know how to land his shots, bro. That shit over and over. You get what I'm saying? Look how uncomfortable Kambosos was in that second fight when he was just getting ripped. He started bleeding. He was bleeding and everything. Devin was beating his ass. He was beating him up. For a boxer, that's an ass whooping. He was beating that man's ass, bro. So I just got to get a man his credit, bro. And I just want to make sure y'all hear me clearly. I'm not running around here vouching and saying he got all this power, but I think he's been stripping himself down and he ain't been able to get the full, you get what I'm saying? I don't think he's been able to maximize his power with that weight situation. I feel like moving up some more gives him some more breathing room, less weight to cut. Obviously, you look better on the scale. You rehydrate in a healthier manner, and then you perform. And that's what I'm hoping for. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. I'm telling you, bro. Pay attention, bro. Pay attention to the fighters. That shit's something to say. Yeah, he's pillow fisted. Yeah. And then you get in there and get punched up. And then you get out the ring after 12 rounds with the man. And they like, hey, what you think about his power now? You're like, oh, no, he definitely could punch a little bit. He can punch. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You can't tell me he couldn't have knocked Regis out if he ain't pressed. Because I for sure, that was the first time I ever thought Regis could go in the fight. And look who was doing it. It was Devin Haney on the opposite end, putting belt to ass, bro. Yeah, I was like, bro, is he going to get him? But you lucky, fortunately for Regis, that, Devin Haney, much like my guy, they pure boxers. Like, they defense first. And I think that's what kept him from really pressing the gas and going to get Regis. I think he had him. Respected the Rougarou, but I think in that particular fight, he was like outclassed to the point where those punches was coming so fast and accurate, and he wasn't seeing them, bro. His face, he was getting buckled. He got dropped, buckled multiple times. He was getting hurt, bro. I never seen nobody do that to Regis. And I get it. People stuck on the age, and they're going to make it all about the age. Well, I'm going to tell you, I watched a number of Regis fights, and I ain't never seen nobody do that to him. Never. I get it. He was at a disadvantage from the rip because of the styles, but damn it, ain't nobody do that to him. That shit was clean. He ain't lose a round. It ain't even an argument that he lost a round. That's how crazy it is. He just beat him soundly, like from pillar to post. Shout out to Regis. I got much love for the Rougarou, but that, Haney was in his bag, bro. Spot on. He was boxing, staying smart. He was taking chances. He didn't fight like no super safe fight. He just fought a smart fight. And that shit just, yeah, for sure. Definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely. But it's still the way he did it. You get what I'm saying? The way he did it was impressive. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always give him credit for that. I get it. Regis a little older, longer in the tooth, but hell with that. You probably have never seen nobody beat him that convincingly again. I'll tell you that. That was convincing, bro. That was ass whooping. That was even with the Jack Catterall fight. Jack Catterall beat Regis, but you see how it looked though. You get what I'm saying? Regis was getting his shit off. He dropped him and everything. He was getting his shit off. That wasn't the case with Devin. That's why I be trying to show people it's levels. Look at the difference. Look, I heard people picking Catterall to beat Devin Haney, but look at the difference when they fought the same guy. Shit just totally different, bro. That's why it be styles that make fights, man. That dude telling you let Devin get in his bag and his rhythm, he gonna box your head off, bro. And you gonna sit there and complain that he running. In reality, he just boxing you and making sure you can't hit him. I hate that running narrative too. Nah, he just gonna box and be smart. And then they're gonna complain, oh, well, he's gonna try to stay on the outside and box. What is he supposed to do? Like, what is a boxer supposed to do? Well, he's gonna try to stay on the outside and box. What is he like really? What is he supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, kill me with that. So he's gonna go out there and do what he do, man. I'm stamping it, man. Dad about to go out there and embarrass Jose Ramirez. See, I try to be nice. I was trying to like chill, but nah, I'm gonna just say it. He about to go out here. He gonna be who he's been, and he gonna put on a clean ass performance, and he gonna beat this dude to move on. And they gonna complain. Some people gonna say he back. Some people gonna say, well, it was just Jose Ramirez. Ramirez trash anyway. He's tailor-made. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say that, but we don't care. I'm telling y'all, he about to go out there, outclass this man, and move on to the next. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. And they're going to be complaining. You get me? So shout out to Dad, man. Go out there, keep training. Stay down until you come up. They counted you out. I think they counted a little too early. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, get you a dub, shake off that ring rust, get you another win, and then go beat Ryan Garcia ass, man. Like, really, go beat his ass and do it the Devin Haney way. Smart, clean boxing, smart, clean, efficient boxing, and make them hate it. Go back to the shit that they hate. Remember that? Remember they put up what they put up? A clinch count. Go back to the days. Safe fighting if you got to. Jab, right hand, hold them, rinse and repeat. I don't give a damn how you do it. Get it done the Devin Haney way, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I ain't about to. You ain't got to go out here and get CTE for me to be entertained, bro. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see you get punched over and over again and be entertained. I'm cool with you boxing the way you see fit for your career. Go out there and thoroughly outclass this dude. Take away his left hook because he got one too. It's not the same left hook Ryan's is, but it's one. Take that shit away from him and beat his ass, bro. And that's what I want to see, man. Outclassing thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? Kick his ass, bro. That's what I think. Scales gonna pay the bills that night. I think Devin's more skillful. He's younger. He's more talented. And he got much more career left in front of him than Ramirez. Ramirez went. He done got domesticated. He done got married. And now he fighting like he got something to go back home to, which is no knock on that. But he thinking too much in there. Devin Haney is going to take advantage of the fact that he overthinks, and I think he's going to get outboxed because of it. That's my pick. I'm sticking to that the whole way through. I see some of y'all saying a late stoppage. That's possible too. Stop his ass late because he was looking a little shaky in his last. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was on the road. Hey, Cornelius, I was on the road, bro. I was on the road. Hey, bro. I was on the road, bro. I was on the road. You get me? I had to roll with it. You get me? I was going. I had to roll with it. Nah, but that's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be the fight of his career. I think the Ryan Garcia rematch could be a defining fight. It'd be the toughest fight of his career, no doubt. And I do think he could beat him. All seriousness, I do think he can beat him. I think Devin Haney is smarter than Ryan. I get it. Ryan has physical advantages over Devin that he hasn't had to deal with in the past, with fighters in the past, right? I get that. But he has had an opportunity to deal with him and kind of gauge, and you know, he can take a different approach. He won a lot of the rounds, bro, when he didn't get knocked down. I want y'all to understand that. Without those critical mistakes, without that bow and arrow jab and getting caught early, we talking about a different fight. He's smarter. He's more disciplined and dedicated. I think he's more committed to his craft. I think for those reasons, that gives him a edge in ways, right? Make no mistake, Ryan Garcia has those physical advantages over Devin Haney. That's a fact. That's a fact. But Devin, I believe, has the mental advantages. And what do the fighters always say? Boxing is mostly mental. So pardon me for being a prisoner of that way of thinking, but I'm always rock with the fighter in most cases when I think he's the smarter guy. I do think Devin Haney's the smarter fighter. Did he show it when they fought? In spots he did. But overall, I would say no. They pretty much admitted to having the wrong game plan, and they still won about 5 of the rounds doing that. You get me? They won about 5 rounds being partially concussed probably and fighting the wrong fight. You make some necessary adjustments. That's not going to be easy. I can see a different outcome. You're not going to tell me that Devin Haney, one of the more disciplined fighters in the sport of boxing that we know, like we don't know him to have a bad lifestyle, so I'm not going to get into anything I don't know. So he's far more committed. You're not going to tell me that guy, the gym rat, don't have an opportunity to beat the dude that's on record for saying he was drinking the whole camp, night of the fight, all this stuff. You're not going to tell me. At some point, that shit is going to come back to haunt Ryan. The Tank fight, that's not an example of that. He was going to lose that fight regardless. But at some point, the way he's been living and the way he's been like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I'm going to drink all camp, I ain't going to train, that shit going to show up in the ring at some point. And I'm telling you, the more committed guy, in my opinion, the smarter fighter is always going to have an opportunity to win. But he's going to have to fight a very smart fight. We've seen him do it before. You get what I'm saying? It's a matter of discipline, staying smart, staying sharp, making the necessary adjustments. He got to correct those mistakes though as well though. Yeah, if he could correct those mistakes, he definitely can beat this kid. Definitely, bro. Ryan Garcia ain't no damn unbeatable at all, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. And y'all know that better just as well as I know it. So I'll never feel like there's no way he can win. It's an uphill battle. He's won the first fight. No matter what it say on the records, no contest, we all seen it, but it's still an opportunity for him to win. Hey, listen, these are the same guys that went back and forth in the amateurs. It's not crazy for them to go back and forth in the pros. Just like I told people, it's not out the realm of possibility for Ryan to be able to get it off on him the same way he did as an amateur. It's very similar. So maybe they about to, maybe this shit turned into a trilogy or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I gotta give him some type of opportunity to, to be able to bounce back. That's what I believe. So I think this fight with Ramirez will say a lot, right? It will answer a lot of the questions we got about him, and then we'll probably be able to gauge to a certain degree what we think in our minds that rematch will look like. But I know right off the bat, no matter what Haney looks like, if he's the absolute best version of himself still, it's going to always be a tough fight because they know each other. And Ryan has certain advantages over him that other guys don't. So for that reason, they have chances of going back and forth. I don't feel like in the pros there's just no way Ryan could be beat by Devin because he's stronger than him or hit hard and fast. I get it, but he could be beat. His undisciplined ass could be beat out there fighting in spurts, man. You know what I'm saying? Devin just got to be prepared, man. Balls, that's what's good with it. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. Said Ryan beatable for the 140 guys. He mentioned it's going to be tough, not even from a skill perspective, but from a physicality and athleticism. Too big, too fast, too strong for 140 and below. Yeah, Ryan is a dangerous guy, man. Ryan's a dangerous guy. You stupid. Randall, what it do, homie? He's stupid. It's the same as if you lose your trash out, you can never recover. Said Canelo, GGG. Tim, hey, talk about it, Rod. So why our fighters can't recover? Seriously, and I don't even like but we got to go there for a second. Why our fighters can't recover, bro? Why our fighters can't never get back? Why every time one of us lose, we cooked, it's over, it's done, there's no way back? Why is that the case? I'm stamping it. Devin Haney is going to beat Jose Ramirez, and they're going to complain. I'm telling y'all, remember I said it. He's going to beat him, and they're going to be like, oh, well, he was tailor-made. Oh, well, Barboza beat him first. It was Barboza leftovers. You're going to hear all this dumb shit instead of just saying, you know what, Devin Haney, we counted you out. We counted wrong. Kudos to you. Now let's see if you can beat Ryan. You're not going to hear that. I'm telling y'all what they're going to do. Telling y'all, well, we don't know if he really back. We don't know if he really back because, you know, that's Jose Ramirez. I'm telling y'all what they're going to do. I see this shit over and over and over again. People do not like boxing. I really be rooting for these dudes. Devin Haney going to outclass them, and they're going to complain. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. I see this shit all the time. This shit deeper than like opinions and stuff. People really don't be rooting for these dudes. I want to see the man win. He got cheated, and somehow he got to be the villain. And the man damn near he running around talking about it pays to be the villain. And I credit some of that to the way the people perceive him. He damn near got to be something he not for people to accept him. And this is the boxing world that we living in. This is why I stand with the dude. This is why I rock with him. Because all it took was for somebody to cheat him, and then people go left on him. Like, I get it, lawsuit, but never mind that. In the ring, I'm talking about, yeah? In the ring. He showed you what he made of. The fact that he got plans on going back in there showed you what he made of. Never mind a temporary lawsuit. That shit was about money, man. Just make no mistake. Why are people trying to? It wasn't about battery. It wasn't because he took an L. It was about Osterine and money. That's how they got there. That man didn't pop, they would have never found themselves in a courtroom. And everybody need to admit that and just keep it a buck. Was it a bad move to make it a public, like a spectacle? Yes. But don't give me that shit. We all know how they got there. Osterine and money. He felt like money was messed up dealing with this goofy dude that decided to somehow allow Osterine to be in his system. And I ain't even gonna get into what they really saying is going on, because I'm gonna just leave that. I can't bring that conversation to YouTube, but I'm definitely not rocking with Ryan. Just know that. Just know that. And I was very reserved on my judgment, but after the information I got, that dude, man, nah. How could we root for anything other than Devin Haney beating him? Like, if you don't think he is stone cold racist and running his mouth, you definitely can't think that much of him as a fighter. You get what I'm saying? Like how's there any confusion as to who you root for? He didn't cheat. You get what I'm saying? So the man damn near got to assume a villain role for people to rock with him, and it's sad. And you'll get people on channels and he don't got no fans and his fans and build this and build that. Nah, man. Some of these people need to look at themselves, man. Y'all be looking for reasons other than the way they fight to not like these dudes. And I'm telling you, it's popular to dislike certain fighters right now in today's boxing. Certain fighters' names come up, it's going to be all negative. So like I said, I'm standing with Haney and the Hanos clan on this one. I want them to whoop ass. Ramirez, your ass is next. You getting beat up, outboxed, and you're going to move on to the next one. Ryan, at some point in time, you're going to be held accountable for everything you said, the lifestyle you living, and the shit you doing behind closed doors that's going to eventually catch up to you. So keep moving funny. I'm rooting with the guy that always did it the clean way. Yeah, I get it. He might rehydrate 20 pounds. I don't care. And if they allowing it, what could I say? How am I complaining? They allowing it. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the dude always make weight, even when it's a bit against his best interest, you know, as far as his health concerned, he's still done it. I don't see no reason to be mad at him. I don't care about how he got punched and left hook this. Shit happens, bro. When it's all said and done, all these dudes we talk about probably going to lose. You get what I'm saying? So on to the next one. I can't wait to see him bounce back. And I hope he look phenomenal. I do. I hope he look just as good as he's ever looked. I really do. That's what I want to see. I don't see no reason not to root for that man come back. You get what I'm saying? They counted him out after a big cheating, goofy ass dude that never showed or held himself accountable for nothing he did. You get what I'm saying? We kind of let him off the hook because we focused on the guy in the lawsuit, but not the guy that cheated. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I get it. You don't like the lawsuit, but which one, if you had to pick, which one is the worst of the two evils? The lawsuit or a guy having Osterine or a banned substance in the system? That's easy for me to weigh. It's easy which one I'm going to put more focus and energy in. That lawsuit is just about money and PEDs, bro. I'm telling you, if that shit wasn't in his system, they would have never found themselves in a courtroom. And again, I get it. We read about battery and this and that. That's bullshit. That wasn't what it was about. It wasn't because he can't take an ass whooping. If he couldn't take an ass whooping, he wouldn't have kept getting up in the fight. So he clearly took the ass whooping. It's just all best resolved when he felt like it was cheating involved. That's when shit went left for him. So I don't know, man. I stand with the youngin. Do I care for the lawsuit shit? No, but I'm not about to let that outweigh the work that he's put in as a fighter. I don't care who say it. Be mad, cry me a river. I don't care. That shit is their business anyway. They shouldn't have made it public. And this is exactly why, because you tell people too much of your business, it backfired. And this was one of them situations. They could have left that shit behind closed doors and dealt with it. But it is what it is. It's out there. But like I said, let's not forget that he didn't cheat. I don't care how much weight he gaining after the weigh-in. Until they tell me he's cheating, I'm not about to keep crying about that shit. You get what I'm saying? The end of the day, man, he did it the right way. This dude was foul, and the way he's moved ever since then has been foul. This dude was suspended, still trying to make exhibition fights and shit. This is the guy. Didn't want to serve out a suspension like a real one. You wanted to find your way back into the ring, and think about it. We running around here mad at Devin. That's what I'm saying. We really mad because they decided to do something that probably wasn't the best move to make. But the fact that people are trying to make it all about, oh, he just soft. He couldn't take an ass whooping. That wasn't that. It was PEDs and money, bro. And it was a money situation. I believe they try to, get money out of the situation. And if you mess up my bag, then shit. You can understand why you sue. You don't got to agree, but you could understand if they felt like their financial situation has been impacted because of this guy and the PEDs and what happened in the fight. And you get what I'm saying? You don't have to agree, but you could understand it. You don't just make it, oh, nah, that's because he's soft. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. With soft, it is. Oh, my bad, y'all. What's soft is a guy, testing positive for a PED and not holding himself accountable. What's soft is him getting in going on the internet and saying everything under the sun. We already know all the shit he said. I ain't got to rehash it. That's soft shit. But soft is some of the shit that he was saying to the GOAT, Clarissa Shields. I think we got selective memory and selective outrage. He's been doing a lot of shit that's soft and wild. You get what I'm saying? But we stuck on the lawsuit. We can't get over that. Nah, man, you got to get it back in blood. But that's exactly what he's trying to do. We just got to give him a chance to do it. He tried to get a little bit of money before they got it back in blood too. I get it. Not saying I would have done it, but I get it. We're going to get your application to the top of the list. You stupid. Unruly girl. Peace, Queen. How you feeling? Joey's being overlooked by Tim. Maybe others are not Tim. Yeah, I hope not. Tim better line. What's good with it, bro? Not okay with Ryan. Nah, hell no. It's not okay for nobody to cheat. But again, the thing that we're calling cheating is something that they're allowing, right? And I think if it was outright cheating, I don't think they'd be allowing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, we got to be very very careful with that, right? Because like, I get it. I played a whole documentary where they explained that, the gaining of that weight could be, more dangerous than somebody on PEDs. We've talked about it all, but ultimately the way I see it is it's a much difference than somebody having something that's a banned substance versus the added weight, right? Am I a fan of it? No, I'm not a fan of it, but I feel like that's on boxing to do something about it, right? So we can't make it cheating because we don't like it, right? If boxing is allowing it, and I seriously doubt with Devin Haney being Devin Haney that they're going to allow the rules to be different just specifically for him, right? So I don't look at what he's doing as cheating. Maybe it's an advantage to gain an advantage, obviously, right? But they have to deem it cheating so it could be looked at across the board and not just when Devin Haney is doing it, because he wouldn't be the first guy to put on a lot of weight. Like you got a guy in Kurt Scooby, shout out to him, that was like a 200-pound football player. The dude went and fought at 140, lost, and now moved down to 135. Just think about that for a second. Just think about that. The man was over 200 pounds as an athlete, a running back or something, I think he was. Now he turned professional, started boxing at 140. He took a loss there and moved down to 135. Think about how much weight like he just dropped off to be that small. You get what I'm saying? So I don't call what he's doing as cheating. Yeah, you probably don't agree with it. I understand, but It's much different than having a PED in your system, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at Devin as a cheater, man. It's just people don't agree with that method, right? That the gaining us so much weight. I understand. I get it. But boxing has to do something about that, right? I can't just deem it cheating because I don't like it and kind of hold them in the same regard, right? You get what I'm saying? Ryan is going to always be looked at as a cheater because of what he had in his system. They're going to speculate it. They're going to say, oh, well, he got snack and he's putting on this and that. This is going to be a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff with no real solid evidence to really prove that he's a cheater. But this other guy, it's factual that he had tainted piss. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the Queen Shaver. Righteous. Much love to you, man. Appreciate you always supporting the grind as well. We're going to keep cooking. Smash
and
that
we ain't
like
never
button,
got to
y'all.
box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Conversations like this, bro, really be for boxing, man. That's all. I just think we got to support our people better. Like let's talk shit and have fun doing it. That's all. But nah, man, I just don't like the way the people turn on the guy. Like all you got to do is something that somebody don't agree with, and there they go. They off. They hate you, everything about you. He's damaged goods. I can't wait till he beat Ramirez up. I really can't wait. All things, my dog. What's good with it? Yeah, man. And he's running back and they still mad. They still like, nah, but you got to get it back in blood. Well, he trying to. Let him get there, bro. Can we at least support the man while he get back? Because he ain't cheat. I know we don't like the weight shit, but he ain't cheating, right? Right. They're allowing it. And that's why he's doing it. So I'm pretty sure if boxing says, you know what? You putting on X amount of weight is considered cheating, or that's what it is across the board. I guarantee you he'll make the adjustment. This the same guy that'll kill himself on the scale. You get what I'm saying? He'll kill himself on the scale to make that weight. Whereas a cheating ass Ryan, not only was he not willing to do that, he couldn't even come in all the way clean. You get what I'm saying? There's no way I could be more mad at Devin in this situation. I ain't even mad at him at all. Can't wait till he put hands on a couple folk. Von D Gaming, what it do, homie? Help him clean up the sport, clean boxing only. Yeah, and that program, Sammy, what it do, homie? Nobody really tripping. Let that have been Bomac or DJ's top guys. Absolutely, they'd be going crazy. They had a whole crew, Samuel. They called them the Juice Crew, bro. You get me? I'm just for boxing. When y'all hear me be passionate like this, I'm for boxing. And I'm telling y'all, I get it. The lawsuit shit is weak, but that don't excuse the work that he put in as a fighter. That don't just mean I take his 30 wins, 31 wins or so, ball him up and just say, it's all about the lawsuit. Hell no. He put in a lot of work, bro. Whether you like it or not, whether you like his resume or not. I mean, the young man manifested his 2 biggest wins in his career, Loma and Regis at the time. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. You gotta support that, man. That's all I'm saying. Why shit on him? You know what I mean? Let's root for him to get back. Him at the top of his game is great matchups for the rest of 40. Well, he had 47. That shit get fun. It's gonna get fun, man. You get me? Ryan got over big time. I ain't gonna say too much. I know. That's why I was saying what I'm saying. You know how I know. My dog behind the hands TV. E from Bowie started at 147. Now fights at 115. Let that sink. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Thomas Hill, man. B dog, what it do, homie? The sanctioned buyers are starting to enforce stricter hydration rules. And look, as long as they doing it, B-Dog, I'm with it. I'm with whatever the rules are. And until they say it's a problem, like I could not like it. I cannot agree with it, but I can't make it or deem it cheating if they're allowing it. It doesn't make sense. And then I can't hold him in the same light that I hold Ryan. You get what I'm saying? So I like the fact that they're being more strict. And as long as they do it across the board, I think B-Dog, they'll get the right results, bro. Going from 35 to 47 less than 2 years is crazy. It just lets you know how much he's been killing himself, like with the weight. You know what I'm saying? We need Dev versus AB. Ant McClown don't agree with because of safety issues involved with extreme weight cut. And I'm with that. And I'm with you, Ant, because remember, we talked about all of that. And I'm not a fan of it. So I just want to be clear. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just not deeming it cheating. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I want to be clear. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not going to deem him a cheater and then look at like Ryan on PEDs and him gaining weight is the same. Even though I get the arguments that's out there, but I can't do that personally. Mayor's catch a straight rehydration drain built-in excuse. They was hating dude before the fight behind Bill. Yeah. And I think people go too far with that one too, Shaver, with the Bill stuff. And again, I'm just strictly talking about the boxing aspect, not the other stuff that that we all could hold him accountable for that we don't rock with. I'm just talking about boxing related. Oh, well, he's always saying this. He's writing a check that his son can't cash. I mean, shit, I get that, but I don't think boxing is a sport to really be all that humble, bro. I don't. I'm sorry. This might sound crazy. I just don't feel like it's anything humble about the fact that you exist in a sport, in a profession. That's your job, how you get paid. And the guy on the other end of you, on the other side of you, wants to knock your head off. I don't think there's no room for being humble in no fucking boxing ring, y'all. I don't. Yeah, I believe in humility, and I do. But I don't believe in no being humble in no damn boxing ring. You there to beat ass, bro. Be humble later. Be humble later after the fight. There ain't no room to be humble in no boxing ring while I got Buddy trying to knock me the hell out. Know what I'm saying? I'm smoking shit. Then we could talk about that humble shit later. Maybe when I retire, we could talk about being humble. Nothing humble about a guy wanting to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I'm here to kick ass, bro. I'm here to beat ass, man. A cheater in my life, yeah, man. Big Baby don't get the same treatment. Absolutely not. A fighter in boxing isn't fighting at their walk around rate. That's a fact, Damon. He just ain't the only one. That's all. That's all I say. Even though I don't agree with none of it across the board, but he's not the only one. There's a lot of other guys that ain't doing what they supposed to be doing either, as far as like fighting anywhere near walk around weight. So shout out to my dog Jay Grant, man, and Cash Out. He said, keep cooking, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to my dog Jay. Appreciate that, man. I told y'all, man, this shit for boxing. I want y'all to pay attention, bro. I will do this type of shit. I will have these kind of conversations for any fighter in boxing that I watch, that I'm aware of, that just not getting their just due, bro. And I'm telling you, I don't want to beat a dead horse. You could be mad at the moves these dudes make, but don't allow some internet shit or something that is only going to affect them personally change the way we view guys as fighters. You get what I'm saying? These dudes put in a lot of work. I can't just look at the one time they did something I don't like and it's like, oh man, you see? Nah, bro, that's his business. I don't care about no lawsuit. What I do care about is the fact that you know what he said I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna fight Jose Ramirez, a former champion. You know what I mean? He got some accolades. They still look at him as I'm gonna fight him, then I'm gonna get back to Ryan. That's the bigger story. Not that other shit. That's sidebar shit. That's them for them. I don't care about their money. They all rich. Yeah, they all rich. You get me? They all rich. You think I care about some lawsuit money? I don't care about that. I just chalked it up as to what it was. You know what I'm saying? PEDs and money, bro. That's how they got there. And now they moved past it. And I think we get to see what Haney is made of. And I think that's the bigger picture, right? That's the bigger story. That's something better to talk about. We get to see this dude bounce back when everybody said he was done. And I don't want to say everybody. That's forced to habit, y'all. I don't mean to say everybody. When so many people wrote him off, when so many people said, yo, he's done. You get what I'm saying? We get to see him come back from that. Me as a fight fan, I enjoy that shit. I get to look and say, bro, he proved a lot of y'all wrong, and it ain't shit you can say. It's nothing you can say. You could whine, well, all he did was jab. I seen his right hands. You don't get to tell that's what I keep saying to these fans. We don't get to tell these dudes how to do them when they life on the line. Don't ever think that you get to the point in boxing as a fan where you get to tell them how to do them when their life is on the line, bro. They got to get punished in there. You can't, you got to fight like this because I want to be entertained like that. So you got to knock them out and you got to fight this way and you got to be in the pocket and you got to do it. Nah, bro. Boxing is not that, bro. You got to do it how you see fit, bro. Start appreciating these dudes for what they are or just watch somebody else. That's all I can say. But trying to demand guys to be somebody else to their own detriment is wild for any boxing fan. I don't care how much you want to be entertained. If you that bored because a fighter's doing them, that's why we got all these different divisions and different guys to watch. Just tune into somebody else. But I tell you what, May 2nd, for me, what I feel like I'm about to enjoy, y'all, I'm about to enjoy somebody in the Devin Haney that I watched get cheated. I watched the fight not go right for him. I watched him get embarrassed, get knocked on the ground, all that shit. I watched him fight through it. I watched all the criticism, the scrutiny. I watched so many people say he done, he finished, it's over. He damaged goods, he mentally cooked. And Mikey Garcia added some icing to the cake. He said he picked the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? So I get to see that dude prove all of those people wrong. And I'm going to enjoy that shit as a fight fan. And I'm telling you, it's going to be sweeter if he actually beat Ryan. Telling you, I'm going to be talking shit like I fought him. Because I'm going to be that glad that he got that back. You get what I'm saying? So we wanted them to revisit the scene of the crime, and I think he's going to do that. Just get a man some time to do it. And as they say, watch him, let him cook, man. Let the young man bounce back, bro. Let him bounce. I don't care about all the narratives. I don't care what he said on Twitter. I don't care what fighter he argued with. I don't care about none of that. I just want to see what he looked like when he fight. I don't care about none of that petty shit. It's good to talk about. A lot of this stuff they do is content, but when it's all said and done, don't forget that the reason we're watching these dudes, the reason we talk about these guys, because they're some of the best fighters in the world. And that's it. That's all. Dog, Ant McQueen, man. Appreciate you, bro. Much love, family. We're going to keep building, man. Y'all smash the like button. Shout out to all three. We're going to keep building. I'm doing this shit for boxing. It ain't even about Devin, man. But it is at the same time, because ain't no way a person like that should get shitted on. I'm just sorry. Oh, you can try all you want. I know you done heard all the narratives. It ain't shit you could point to in boxing that he's done so bad where I'm like, yeah, I can't root for him no more. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing there, bro. It ain't nothing there. So what? Don't tell me about he should have blocked the left hook. Well, he gonna get another chance to do it over again. You get me? I don't care about that petty shit. I'll be wanting to see these dudes win. The reason we know about him, because he be kicking ass. He a top-level world-class boxer, bro. And you know, he got a father with a hell of a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? For better or for worse. You know what I'm saying? Trill Bill. Hannibal, what it do, homie? People who only like knockouts and not real boxing fans. Yeah, I mean, it's like real casual to me. Because it's like, you notice that. Hey, peep this, Samuel. Notice that. What is Arthur Betterbeed, bro? What is Arthur Betterbeed? Knockout artist, right? He had 100% KO ratio before he ran into Dimitri Beal. They fought twice, 24 rounds, y'all. 1-1. We know the story. We ain't see a knockout in either fight. You notice how not one person complained? Ain't nobody knocked somebody out. It was boring. He ain't knock him out. You notice nobody questioned Arthur Betterbeed like, yo, he ain't really a knockout artist because he ain't knock out. You notice none of those talking points, but let it have been certain other fighters, bro, they gonna get dragged through the mud just for doing what they do. And that's why I say we gotta get back to appreciating the sport. I'm gonna keep fighting a good fight. You gotta appreciate the sport at some point, bro. I'm telling you. And appreciating it is recognizing what each fighter is as a talent and just rocking with that. I'm not waking up telling a fighter how to be entertaining just for my liking. I'm not asking a fighter to take more punishment just so I could be entertained at home. When you got dudes that could barely speak. When you got dudes running around here fighting 19 fights before they get paid for their first time, but you telling them how they should fight, how they should go about taking permanent damage. Yeah, do it like this, because when you do it this way, I'm entertained like this. Yeah, let them punch you a couple times. Like never, man. Never, man. Gotta build this sport up, bro. Got to, man. Got to. Want to see more Devin and not Bill. Bill create a lot of haters. Yeah, but I think they go. I think sometimes people be looking for a reason, right? Like, and I always said this: the fact that he spoke to Jay when he seen him and say he just promoting, I'm gonna always look at that as exactly what he doing. When it's boxing related, that's what he doing. He here to piss you off. He here to make you laugh. He here to get on your nerves, right? It's not gonna always be good with him, but I think at the core of his existence and what he stands for, I think he means well. But he gonna piss a lot of people off doing it his way. That's all. He's just gonna piss a lot of people off doing it his way. He ain't perfect. He do some wild shit. He says some wild shit, but as long as he able to learn from it, bro, boxer puncher. Shout out to Jordan, man. As long as he able to learn from it, it's all good. You know, it's all good. But I look at the bigger picture, right? For me, the bigger picture is now how many people you could piss off, is how well you can continue to guide your son when y'all just went through the most difficult time as a team, as professionals, right? As a unit with the Ryan Garcia fight. I'm interested to see how y'all gonna respond from that as a team. You know what I'm saying? That's bigger for me than some petty shit that he said that people stuck on, right? We call it out when we see it, when it's bullshit, call it out, but I don't stay stuck on it because I think it's a bigger story. And I think him seeing him and his dad is one of the more successful father and son like tandems in boxing. If you just look at it, the success, and he got a lot of career ahead of him, so he could do a lot more. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, I'm not telling nobody to change their mind. The bullshit he done as a manager or a promoter of his son, we call him out accordingly, but you don't stay stuck on that shit. The bigger story is what he's been able to do with that. And I think another dope story is going to be how they bounce back collectively. I think that's dope, man. It might be corny, but for me, that's entertaining. I want to see it because he even counted out like shit. He could easily tuck. He could easily say, yo, I made my money. I'm good. Y'all don't like me anyway. I'm cool. I ain't got no fans, right? I'm good, you know? But nah, he like, bro, I got a lot more. You know what I'm saying? I got more left. So let's see how this next chapter, the Devin 2.0 look for him, you know? And let's see how many people really rocking with boxing as opposed to the next narrative to tear the fighter down. Hannibal, my guy. Respect you speaking the real, just much love, bro. Appreciate it.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Hannibal, my guy. Let's do Southpaw pulled up. I don't know. Southpaw? Where at? If that's the case, then stand on it then, do that. You're gonna have people rooting for your downfall. Yeah, man. I think we be like boxing unforgiving, man. We be tough on these people, man. We be tough on these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it that it don't be that serious to me. Like they've been mad as hell at this youngin', man, and I want to see how people gonna respond if he just go out there and win, right? Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. All this other shit don't matter if you winning and winning in the way you win. You know what I'm saying? Winning in your manner, you good. Shout out to Thomas Hill. What's good with you? I see you had clicked the link. I'll put it in the chat in case, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. But this, I just had to get that man his just due. I don't think he picked the wrong guy. Mikey Garcia seems to think that Haney picked the wrong dude. That's the same guy that seen something when he was talking about Earl Spence. And we still, to this day, in the words of my guy Wilder, to this day, we still trying to figure out what the hell it is that Mikey Garcia is seeing. So, so I ain't really tripping off his opinion, man. Ramirez is his guy, as he should. But he said something reasonable, though, because it seems like to me, at the end of the day, he knows that Devin Haney is coming in here to box, but they're banking on him not being himself. But what if he is? See, that's the part that they're not even exploring. What if he is himself? Then what? Because he going to beat you. And I think he going to be himself. He going to outbox you. You had trouble with Barboza. You're going to have trouble with Devin Haney. He's going to box you. Be smart. Stick to the game plan. Stay disciplined. And he going to leave you, your corner, your fans, and everybody else that wanted to see him lose complaining about how he beat him. Watch what I tell you. It's going to be some real ones out there, though, because there's always some real ones. So critical. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Rob, man, you speaking, bro. You speaking. Thomas Hill, my dog. What's good with it, Bretcher? How you feeling?
You got the best hand, Just, man.
You always say you got the best hand.
Yeah, you know you do, though, man. Like, hey, I saw your work earlier, dog. And like, I totally, man, I think sometimes people get so in tune to what they want to believe or what they want to say that they don't even listen to what's really coming at them. And, you know, you could say what you want to say, but, like, you can't say what the other person is saying if you're not truly listening to what they're saying. And that was the case earlier on, you know, on the platform. But right now, even in this platform too, like you got a quote and by Ant, the last one that he said, and like amid all the stuff that went down in the fight, there are still things that held true. In that fight, there was some things that said, yo, he was taken that was not allowed or he did not report. So therefore, it disqualified the fight. True indeed. But also in that fight, especially from 2 through 6, Devin Haney was fighting his fight, and it was working. Right. It was working. So like, even though he was on some stuff that probably he should not have been on, Devin Haney was fighting his fight, and it was working. Before they went to the ring, You know, when the co-main is on, they always segue to the main event and show what they're doing to get ready. In that sequence, when they show Ryan getting ready, you know what Derrick James was doing? He was shooting the jab and they was working on timing it. In round 7, it finally hit for Ryan. And that more so than anything changed the fight. And that's all we ever was saying about that fight. Like in general, when we broke it down, you know, we always creed on the fact would that be something that would get taken advantage of by Ryan on his end because it caters to what, you know, Ryan does well. And then I think in that message, we're not saying that, you know, Ryan fought a bad fight. I don't believe he fought a bad fight until after he got to a point where it was a dog fight. And then he was fighting uphill battle, but he won a great deal of rounds in that fight. That's why it was a close decision.
Right. True indeed.
So all people got to do is just lay. Why pile on it? It is what it is. My man got found with stuff in the system that wasn't supposed to be. He got punished for it.
Right.
He said he want to run it back. Dev said he want to run it back. We get the fight. That's all you can ask for. We don't need to do any more talking.
Yeah, they looking for reasons to be mad at these dudes. That's why I tell y'all, man, pardon me, y'all gonna hear me be repetitive, redundant with some of my statements, but I gotta make this point clear why I take the angle I do, because I'm pretty sure the shit that I'm saying, you can go to wherever you go and listen to boxing, and you're not gonna hear nobody taking this approach with this dude. It's not about no fanboyism. It's just about really appreciating these fighters as what they bring to the table, and I'm able to see the good that he's brought to the sport than anything petty. It's not enough there, right? I want to see more fights from this kid. And that's why I say the time off is just allow people to really form a damn near permanent opinion of him. Like, I'm like, bro, it ain't that deep. You got guys from other combat sports, the Rampage Jackson. I don't like them. He a bitch. But I love Ryan Garcia. I love that kid. What? You serious? Like in this climate, dude, look, in Rampage, I don't want no smoke. I'm just throw that out here right now. I don't want no problem. But
for sure.
comfortable, you said that with a straight face, like it was something good to say. Like you was cooking. That's not cooking. I don't like that, man. He a bitch, man. He act like a bitch, man. But I love Ryan Garcia. I love Ryan Garcia. I love the kid. Like, what? You love him. But you don't like Devin Haney because he act like a bitch. I just wanted him to elaborate some more on that. Like, what do you mean? Like, explain that. Because he said always. And I'm like, what? I don't get it, bro. And that's why I say, man, people are looking for a reason to be mad. And I think they saying what's popular to say. And I'm going to be all the way 100. I never thought I'd see it this way, but it's a couple of fighters, 2 to 3. 2 in particular that in this climate, it's extremely popular to hate on them. And I don't like to use that word. Or should I say, not even hate. I'll say it's extremely popular to be negative. If it's negative about these 2 particular fighters, that's the popular thing to do. You get what I'm saying? And I'm one of the guys that I draw the line, bro. It ain't that deep. That's all. I'm just here to people. Let the man fight, bro. You got all these dudes, grown men, way older than them coming out with their opinions, but I don't even think they followed this situation for real. And then, not for nothing, it's been so many different situations where guys been getting sued after fights and all that too, but they just don't talk about it. It's selective as hell. If you really do the homework, you'll find several cases, probably more than you could count. But we're going to solely hone in on this one and act like we don't know how they got there. That's the part that pissed me off. They like, it's because you got beat up. It's not because he got beat up. It's because that beating came with some PEDs. Because after that, seemed like, you in situations where people don't want to bid on fights. You looking like you dead in the water. I'm hearing you asking for money and they not wanting to give it to you. I'm assuming that shit came from this fight because that's never been the case up until that fight didn't go your way. Now you hear things again about, he asking for too much money to come back and this and that. Now he literally had to deal with Turkey because he want what he want. And you got people shitting on him for doing that. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Nowadays, these ungrateful ass fans, we tell fighters how they should fight, what fights to take, what promotional companies decide to, how much time to take off, where to train at. Like, you can't make this shit up. we so possessive. Like we could just tell these dudes how to live out their careers when they don't do it. See, he ain't do this. I know what's best for him at home. He should have went over here and did this like that. Should have accepted this money, and now he getting paid like that. I'll be listening to people talk crazy. Like, yo, y'all just sound nuts, man. Then you mad that a man that's risking his life he won his bread. Look how y'all treated him when he got beat up. Look how you treated him. Oh, he trash. Blah, blah, blah. Instead of it just being, oh shit, Ryan shocked us. It's like, nah, Devin's trash. See what happened now? It's like, then when he want to cross seas to go get some money, it's like he can't do that either. Same ones that shitting on him is telling him not to go over there and make money. Make it make sense, bro. Same ones that be complaining about how he fight, how he throw his jab, if he basic or not, how much weight he gained. Them the same ones. Now y'all gonna tell the man he can't go over there and get money, so he gotta stay over here and keep getting clowned by the people that he been fighting for. Make it make sense. I'm telling you, that shit burns me up, man. We go crazy and then tell the fighters what opportunities they supposed to take. Nah, he shouldn't have did that. Nah, man, he ran there. Nah, they ran to Turkey. Nah, you know, he ran to Eddie Hearn. He should have did it like this and blah blah blah. Man, oh my goodness, bro. They go for days, man. Like I said, though, when it's all said and done, I'm rooting for the kid to beat ass, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely. Because, you know, the closer he gets to whooping tail, the closer we get that rematch. And that's what's going to be the defining moment in both fighters' career. Because at that point in time, all eyes on them, including the eyes that watch and monitor the sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been a lot of things that has happened as of late that they need to take a look at and work on changing. And, you know, that's one of the things, like how nutrition is applied and supplementation is applied to the athlete in the training and getting into the ring. So they got a chance to get this thing right. And like I said, Dev got a chance to make it right. Ryan likewise got a chance to prove himself, vindicate himself. Like, yo, if you really the dude, then you'll go up in there. None of that stuff that you was doing prior to the fight, promoting it, nor into getting to the ring. You're gonna get into the ring, taking this fight serious, training hard, and competing to beat another fighter. And the same thing for Devin. I mean, that's what we really should be focusing on. Like the only people that catch hate to me are like you said, negative energy. And I spell that little case INNER, big case D.
Fighters, bro.
Yeah, it's the black fighters and certain fighters in particular. The elite
he might have. You know how them promoters talk when you ain't with them. Keller was good with it, bro. And I was fans want to see the best fighter. The best fighter goes out and does what he says. Cool, but don't pump fakers. See, but that's the thing. And we're gonna talk about it. I don't think a fighter. Think about this, Keller. If a fighter told you, yo, I'm going out there in the fight and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and he go out there and he don't do X, Y, or Z, do you think he intended to pump fake you as a fan and lie to you, or do you think it just didn't go the way he wanted it to go? You get me? Like we demonize guys for fights not going the way they say they're gonna go, but we selective, we pick and choose, right? Because I already know where what fighters people think of when they say stuff like that. Because I just left a platform, shout out to my dog, where they was over there going in. Don't tell us you're gonna do this and then do that. Well, we just seen a fight take place, and I ain't even got to say what fight. I think everybody know it was several things told to us that was gonna happen in that fight, right? None of that shit happened in the fight. But do you hear anybody making videos disappointed? My money, this, you lied to us. You said you was gonna knock him out. You said you was gonna punish him. You said it was gonna get bad. You said this. You don't hear none of that shit. So it's selective. So that's why I say I don't take that approach. To me, if a fighter says he's gonna do X, Y, and Z, and he only end up doing X and not Y and Z, I ain't gonna look at it as you just lied to me. And you get what I'm saying? Like, I know you just didn't have your way. And then that's boxing. These dudes all gonna tell you what they think the fight gonna look like. It's just like us sitting up here telling each other how we feel like a fight gonna play out, and then it play out different. Like, you get what I'm saying? It happens that way. Like, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it. Like, but if people are so stuck on, like, I blame the fans. I do. If you're letting a pure boxer sell you knockouts, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's boxing. Like, they do it. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna box my ass off. Who says who? You here to sell this shit. And I think that's an element to it that people, can't forget. And now again, you don't want to get caught up in a situation where you constantly like you overselling and under delivering, but it's a entertainment element to it. No fighter's going out there, we're gonna box my ass off and I'm gonna be great. No, I'm step on his ass. But to me, you got different interpretations of what an ass whooping is, what stepping on somebody is, what standing on business is. It's very it's just all depending on who you talk to. So that's why I'm saying, like, you pick the fighter and I'll tell you something that they said that didn't come to fruition, and I'll show you how people had no outrage about it. So like I said, what I've noticed, because I'm very observant, I don't catch everything, but I see a lot with these 4 eyes and I listen with these 2 ears. It is particularly popular, and it almost goes unchallenged across YouTube to bring up 2 to 3 boxers in a negative light. You will get little to no resistance every time. And it don't even got to be, and I will urge everybody to listen clearly. When you hear people speak, that shit is not going to have anything to do with what that person actually did or didn't do in the ring. It's going to be all this other shit that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. That's how damn bad people are to make points. I'm watching this shit. I'm watching people every day. I just listen. I'll be like, damn, opinion is one thing, but it's like, it's deeper than that. Like, y'all really got a disdain for these guys just doing them. Y'all think y'all can do them better than they can. That's how the fans talk. Nah, he should have did this at home. He should have went over here and did it like this. He should have signed over there for X amount of fights. And, he shouldn't have went on vacation. And what do you mean you having a baby? Like, we really think we can tell guys how to live and how to do them. It's crazy.
Yo, and you want to know what's really wild about what you're saying and how verified it really is? It's like, remember, we were clamoring for the Bivol Beterbiev fight. And during the build up to that fight, in the week of the fight, especially in the week of the fight, very little press on it. Very few channels covered it. Ye was covering Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Right. And none of them ninjas was about to take the ring.
Yeah, I don't think I'm saying that, though. I don't think nobody don't want to fight. I just think I'm really speaking to people that complain, and we think just because we pay, we get to determine how that fight gonna look. Nah, that's the risk you run as a consumer, right? Anything you pay for. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you watching a sporting event. Like, so you ain't never went to a basketball game and seen your favorite player have an off night. Only in boxing that is not possible because we pay for it. That means, yeah, you got to look spectacular, or the fight got to go exactly how you said it's going to go, or I'm going to be bitching because I pay my money. It's not a realistic way to look at things. And we bitching every single time LeBron got an off night. And any of these guys, that's a face of the sport. Any of these well-known athletes, do we do that? Only in boxing. It's like, nah, ain't no way you can have an off night. And we as individuals, I said this many times on this channel, we have off nights in real life. But you telling me an athlete can't? Explain to me how that makes sense. Because we pay for them, that means, yeah, we pay for you. So yeah, it gotta be the best thing I've ever seen. Or, the first time it's not, I'm not gonna pay for you. And I know for a fact, we'll wait till the one time a performance is not what it's supposed to be. And bitch, never mind the 30 times before that. Never mind the 20, 30 times before that. The one time, and we'll stay stuck on that. Well, I remember that one time I didn't get my money's worth and it was like this. Nah, bro, that's not realistic. I don't watch boxing that way. I don't watch boxing because I paid my money. I feel like the show is going to be the best thing ever every time. I understand fights, and sometimes that shit don't come to fruition. But I have to ask you, if it was up to the fighter, do you think he would underperform? Do you think the fight would not go the way he wanted it to? You get me? So it's tough, man. It's tough. Boxing critics are the worst, man. I think so.
You ain't never lied, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I know for a 1,000,000% fact, I got more appreciation for boxing than the average boxing fan. That's why my views are different. Because the things that people find reasons to complain about, I see it as this is what comes with boxing. Like, think about it. You lose nowadays, people complain about somebody who lost. It got to be somebody got exposed or wasn't good. Me, I know what a good fight is when I see it, and I know not to bitch and complain. You get me? I appreciate this shit, or else I just don't watch it. So You get me? It's only so many times I'm gonna still watch something that ain't worth my money and complain about it. That's insanity. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody's not worth the money that I'm paying, I'm not watching them. But to complain and tear them down, that's what we do in boxing. This one, like the joke. Think about you call yourself, and this is for the people that do it, a legit supporter and fan of the sport. But then you will laugh at the fact that you think a guy doesn't sell tickets or doesn't have fans. That's funny. Explain to me how that makes sense and how that explains you being a good boxing fan. How is it funny that you thinking a guy is not successful in the sport that he's very successful in, by the way, but that's what people will make jokes about. And then they'll call themselves boxing fans. And they'll try to justify it with some weak shit said on social media. Yeah, well, he said this and you shouldn't have said that. Like, bro, what? Knock it off, man. Bill talk like he said holy water on the late night. You know he do. People hate the truth and righteousness. You know it. I'm for boxing over here. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna see it. Any fighter I watch that I hear getting a raw deal, I'm going to bat. I don't care how it sounds, who don't like it. That's what boxing need, man. People that appreciate this shit rather than shitting on it. I ain't popular, man, but I gotta do it my way, man. These dudes need more support, less critics, man. Less critics. People will see a KO artist and complain that they KO opponents too quickly. Yeah. Mike gave it was must-see TV. They said he did it too fast. Shakur took too long. Your favorite fighter ain't get the knockout, which is quiet on that. But it's like, nah, remember that De Los Santos fight? They still be they be like, nah, remember that De Los Santos fight? You can't do this with an electrician, and you got
but like that's it.
Now because this man know how to, plug in some wires and lights. Now that he know how to get the lights right, he can't know how to fight too. So that's pretty much what people saying. Because you work, you can't have hands too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you work, you can't really be nice at this.
that favorite fighter syndrome riddles up. Like you said, it riddles 3 fan bases, man, and they all go wild over it, man. All I want to see them in is the green.
How about you go to a restaurant, you like the food, they say F you. But look, I'm only gonna say F them, Akello, if they was talking to me. You dig? So in this case, I know where you're going. I'm trying to don't make me pull up the clip, man. He was very
pull up the clip.
God was very specific about what
pull up the clip.
Say, yo, if you saying F me, it's F you too. That part goes out of the people's ear. They don't hear that. They just hear he said F you. Nah, that's not what he said. He said if you saying F me, it's F you too. You could talk a certain way to me, I could give it back to you. Not, oh, you support me, F you. And everybody that support me, you never heard him say it. But people twisted it like he said that. Nah, he's speaking to y'all that keep shitting on him, that get online and keep talking about how somebody's scared and can't do this and can't do that. And I can't point to another fighter in boxing that win that convincingly that get this type of criticism. Never. Not even close. Not even close. I know of one, though. I know of one. He came a little bit before. Turned pro like 2008. They still hating on him currently to this day. Know what I mean? He can't even tweet nothing without them being mad, bro. I'm telling you. Some people like to smoke it, They be like, remember November 23rd? Yeah, man, I paid my money for that, man. Oh my God, I can't believe it. They be like, his ticket was so much money, I can't believe it. Then when they do exactly what you asked them to do, they're like, nah, you should have did it sooner. Nah, you didn't do it fast enough. You know what I mean? That shit is funny, man. About them kids. If some kids said, he said, you too. Now that's funny. You know what I'm saying? Kids say at me, them little ninjas too. Nah, I ain't with that though. I'm not saying at the kids though. He wild. He a wild boy for that, but he speak his mind. But I get him with the if it's F me, it's F you. It's not if you support me, it's F you. If you support me, keep rocking with me. I'm gonna keep putting these wins in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting them wins in the bank. Johnny Rice works security at a warehouse because he can't fight. The hell no. And you see him, he quit live. He quit on camera. He quit on camera, bro. Johnny Rice was like, man, we up,
Shit,
man.
my man, Salito, when he beat Loma for that title, man, he was working Uber. He was driving for Uber.
Man, telling y'all, if you did, and I just feel like if we're taught to like think a certain way without the education behind it, right? So when people make this big like notion or this big argument about somebody having jobs, and then if you tell that person or ask that person, do you know what percentage of fighters work? Like, do you have any idea? It'll blow their mind. And it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like some of these guys that be like, think about, shout out to my dog behind the hands TV that known Regis for since the beginning. I think he said Regis had 2 jobs. What did Regis do? How many was Regis successful? Was he a 2-time world champion? What happened? You can't do what and do what? You get what I'm saying? Make it make sense. And then look how he gets shitted on. He trash. Yeah, he is overachiever. The dude picked up boxing late, was working and all that. I mean, 2-time champion. There's nothing you could say. He could lose his next 3 fights and he had a successful career. It's crazy. But a boxing fan to tell you, nah, you work, you can't let nobody, he lasted with you. Not that he was getting with you. Not you can't let somebody that work, not do this full time, come in your realm and give you a tough night. Because it wasn't that. It's just you got to do it faster because he got a job. Do you see how that makes 0 sense? So it's like saying you work, you can't have hands too. Like, what's going on? You can't do more than one thing? Nah. Telling you, most of these guys wish that they could sit back and just box and never have to do anything else. And that's it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have a whole damn near people on the cusp of world titles working. I'm telling you, that shit is real, man. That shit is real. What's good with it, How you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's up?
How you feeling, bro?
I just wanted to say, bro, I can't wait till Devin beat this dude.
Me too.
And he put out the Mexico Revenge mixtape. all the Mexicans betting against him. It's gonna be Oscar. It's gonna be Gabe, Mikey.
Right.
Mikey, I saw something, Garcia. Everybody, I can't.
Gabe ain't Mexican though. Gabe is Puerto Rican. But I feel you.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy though. I can't wait.
Yeah. Now I'm happy for him, and I think that the reception that he got makes me more happy for him because I could really be just do. I could show y'all why I really look at this shit different. Where people find like enjoyment in tearing him down or over criticizing, I'm supporting for that comeback, man. And it's gonna be complete. He's starting with Ramirez, man. Ramirez's head is on the chopping block, man. Watch how his face. Watch how he probably be getting tattooed in the fight. They probably gonna ask him about his power and shit because everybody, he ain't got no power. You start getting punched in your face over and over, that shit feel different. Cause I promise you, Regis ain't want to keep getting hit. That was clear. I looked at him, I'm like, bro, is he ready to go? Them jabs, them right hands, them shits was eating him up, bro. Nobody want to keep getting punched. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all. Technique, what it do? Wouldn't be surprised if Devin lose. Surprised in a way because I'm not expecting it. I'm not. So it would surprise me just a bit because then that would mean Ramirez is he gonna look better than I expected and Devin not gonna look as good as I expected. So but I think he's gonna be all right, yo. I do. I think he
in conjunction with that, just the business.
Right.
They already lining up Devin versus Ryan, the rematch that's supposed to be in the fall, and then there was the rumblings about them potentially doing it a 3rd time, selling the trilogy. Yeah. And I mean, this is no disrespect to Jose Ramirez,
right?
But clearly, he's supposed to be a get-right fight for Dev. He's just a segue to the Ryan Garcia rematch. The same thing for Rolly. Rolly is a segue to the Devin Haney rematch. So I feel like just by virtue of boxing business and following the money, it'd be safe to assume that he's set up to win.
Shout out to Ant McQueen. I hear him on Daddy Duty. Shout out to the little ones.
Shout out my guy. That's my guy.
We know how to be Professor Ant McQueen. Shout out to my guys coming up to pull up on me. And sis in the chat. Appreciate you. Shout out to Ant.
Man, Miles giving the blue.
Same time, Devin Didn't work a common job in life. Still made it to the top. You get me? Remember, that's why, you know what else be tripping me out? And I don't want to come off as no crusader now, but you know, I side with Haney in this second chapter for sure. But people drive me crazy when they say he been given everything or like spoon fed this and I'm like, you got to separate the two. You talking about having a good upbringing versus like having to grind in boxing? Because show me where it was given to him at there, and then maybe you got an argument. If not, then you got to shut the hell up. Because as I recall, he had to go through he went to Mexico, right? I'm gonna say he had to, but he went that route. Initially, was getting kind of like clowned for doing it, and then when they seen what he really ended up on and where it turned out for him, you just had to respect it. See what I'm saying? So. I don't know, man. It's just a lot more to like when you ain't looking for reasons to be mad or, you know, push the next negative talking point, man. That dude about to bounce back. Ryan Garcia left hooks and all. Phil with Osterine, buddy ass coming back.
True indeed. True indeed.
Coming back, bro.
But yeah, man, you know, big ups for keeping it down in the middle, bro, because a lot of us don't do that, bro. A lot of us be out here just yapping, saying what we want to say or saying what other folks are saying. You actually keep it down the middle, bro, and just report the facts that other matter in the situation, bro. And that's what we need more people
trying
do.
to get people accustomed to listening to what somebody that really love this shit sound like. It ain't the popular way, because I know one of the ways to get people to pay attention is how negative can you be today. I think that shit is played. It's like everybody. I leave that for everybody else. I stay right where I'm at. These dudes need more understanding. Somebody that want to be more of a student. That ain't, you know, a boxer, a trainer, but you know, you're gonna do your due diligence, man, and make sure you put your work in on your end too, and explaining to the people what the hell going on without destroying the sport.
Yeah, it takes thought, bro. And you can tell even when you're in a discussion, man, you can see that the thought process is clicking because, you know, you're asking solid questions that pertain to a circumstance that they're describing or asking of you. It's like, how can we truly ask ourselves as boxing fans to support boxing when we go with narratives left and right? We let them run rampant and wild in our minds that they become ultimate truth. It's like Mickey Frickies really took the blue pill. Damn, did I go off?
That's a fact. It's too much. I watch fighters people don't know or care about. That's a fact. That's what your channel represents, man. Boxing at its finest, at its purest form. I ain't gonna say I'm so much more of a fan than anybody else. That ain't what I'm saying either, though. But I'm just making it clear that I think I enjoy it more than the average person, because I look for less negative shit to talk about, like to be mad at it. It's, of course, if you look for something to be wrong, there's plenty of shit to find and complain, but it's like, nah, that's a lot of shit to enjoy too. And one of them is gonna be this fight between Tszyu and Spencer coming up, because I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this one. I got to see both guys in a similar situation where they gotta win. You know what I mean? These must-win fights. Shit, Devin Haney in a must-win fight. Shit, Ryan gotta win too. You let Rolly catch him one of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That special punch,
you get a couple of them in there. I don't know. Get Ryan them Bambies. You know what I'm saying? But I think him being hesitant is what's gonna get him beat Rolly. Like, I don't know if he's still the same aggressive, just kind of, you know, don't care kind of attitude. I think he more cautious, which would, I think, work against him. But well, we never know. Let's see if he can get anything, you know, to go in his favor when this fight happens, because that's gonna be an entertaining fight. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how much people care, but I'm entertained, especially for that legendary sparring footage they got.
Yeah, no doubt. No, but I mean,
it always made me want to see them fight. So now we get to see it, and I know it's after they both lost, but so what? So what? Because we can't get everybody fighting everybody while they're undefeated. Somebody got to lose. I mean, the thing is, it ain't over, man. shit happens in boxing, man. But I'm leaning towards Ryan, but he better not get clipped. He better not let Rolly land, bro.
In all of boxing history,
not let him land, yo. Do not let him land.
How many top level fighters finish their career not losing?
He said he probably stopped Rolly. Unfortunately, I know, B Dog. I think you're right. I think you're on to something. I think you're gonna punch on his ass. I think the speed and that power. I think Rolly being a little gun shy, a little hesitant, less Rolly is gonna work against him personally. But I do know it get interesting if he can get one in there though. All he need is one. It'll get interesting. A good one though. Like I said, you seen with a clean, straight right hand, I think it was from Devin did to Ryan. He fucking buckled him. I try to tell people like he got tested in that fight too, and Rolly get a good clean one on. You know, one of them unorthodox shots that he like to throw where he just leap in. But I also think he could get caught. Get what I'm saying? Leaping in like that because that hook is serious, bro.
Yeah, and the problem,
bro, I get it. I see why he believe in his speed because he would be a fool not to. Because that man has to say,
yeah, man, that bad boy.
Oh my goodness, who was that he knocked out? And we almost ain't
Fortuna. Yeah,
I think Javier. Justice for Javier.
Yo, was my goodness. They was like, yo, he ain't even hit him. I'm
I
like,
thought it was a phantom punch, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Spun his ass. I was like, shit. Javier Fortuna was dangerous once upon a time. I don't think people remember. Too rich, what it do? Ryan was Rolly 50-50. Wouldn't be surprised if Rolly won. It'd surprise me a little bit if Rolly won, though. I just, I don't know, man. Getting rattled, his brain rattled up like he been getting. I just don't know what to think of him.
Spin cycle. He got his brain put in that spin cycle.
Mm-hmm. And it was like a sequence of things, like from like tank fight to Jahan Ingram sparring to like, Big Watch Barroso. Like that shit was all like, you know what I mean? Then you seen him in his most recent fight. Look how it looked. I ain't knocking him, but it just didn't feel like,
which was pretty entertaining until they stopped the hold. Once they stopped the hold, it became ugly. But it was pretty entertaining before that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have kept holding. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He ain't all the way back, man. Rolly, and they're grabbing and holding. NHA, what it do, homie? How you been, man? Ryan got
Fortuna was blown up for sure.
Ask me about Ryan and DJ. Look, it could be good for him because I thought he brought some good to Ryan situation. Obviously, the last time, right? He made some subtle improvements, if you could say that. I think right with Derek James, and I felt like he slowed him down, which is something a guy like Ryan need. Sometimes dudes like that, he believes so much in his speed that it'll get him in trouble. Kind of like Amir Khan. Derek James, more purposeful, more intentful. You know what I mean? More strategic, you know what I'm saying? And efficient. Efficient is what Derek James, what I think of. So I think he could bring good qualities out of Ryan, right? You know what I'm saying? So it could be good as long as he allow himself to be properly coached, right? Think about if he really took things serious and stuck with Derek James and just say, yo, you know what? I'm going to rock out with you. Instead of just like, oh, we're working with Derek James to get in this camp. And it's like, is it awkward? Because remember, he was talking about their situation. I don't know. Maybe that don't matter because, Derek James stay off the internet, right? He probably like a hermit. So I don't know. But I don't know if he's going to be around Frank Martin at all. I don't know if he made that situation weird because, Ryan, when he on a war path, he on a war path. He made some subtle improvements, right? Rolly was better with Bullet. Because you know what's crazy, Akello? It's funny you say that. It took for this dude not to be with him for me to agree with that too. And you know why I think that now after seeing it, obviously, because it seemed like whatever Bullet we felt like he wasn't doing for Rolly worked, right? He knew what Rolly was. And I'm not saying Salas don't know what Rolly is. It's just they two totally different guys. And you see the approach and him just looking different. I don't want to blame that all on the trainer, but I would have to say some of that has to do with the way he's being taught. Like, dare I say he's being taught the right way? And is that like foreign for Rolly? Him trying to implement the right shit now after just being what he was? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And he already was a late bloomer, right? He picked it up late, the sport. So, you know what I mean? For somebody to tweak him after being away for so long, right? Does that affect you at all?
I think it does, because there's a certain rawness that Rolly had transitioning from judo.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just tell just in his style that he's pretty rigid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even in his style, but in his technique. His technique is pretty rigid. And I think that Bullet knew exactly what buttons to press with him.
Mm-hmm.
And with Salas, you look at the stable of guys that he has, those guys are dudes who have generally been boxing far longer than Rolly, and they're generally better technicians than Rolly is.
Right.
So you taking a monster truck and trying to turn it into a damn Ferrari, it's not going to work.
you
You're trying to make this dude finesse. He's not a finesse dude.
Right. Right.
He's a rough and tumble dude.
I agree with Kello. Right. I just think he understood what he was, and he let him be that, and kind of honed in on what Rolly was without really trying to tweak him. And maybe it took for him to like separate, for me to really assess it that way when you look at the way he was fighting with this dude as opposed to now. And you know, like I said, the styles of the trainers, and just look at some of the fighters, other fighters that Salas trained, right? Rolly ain't nothing like them. You get me? That's a 101. So yeah, man, you know, I initially used to think that Bullet needed to do something different with him, right? Like, but now just looking at it, nah, you know what? You just let him be who he is and try to sharpen up on whatever that is, man. Him being what they call an awkward fighter works in his favor. But if he's just a hesitant fighter now, a gunshot fighter, then that's a whole different dynamic, and he got some issues. Facts, Mr. Improv. You know how to maximize Big Rolo the Dome. Like, that's all. He just knew how to get the most out of him. And it's crazy that he took it personal when Rolly went and got another trainer. He wasn't digging it at all. At all, bro. Yo, I'm so tired of rappers, yo. Yo, the rappers, y'all, just got to say this off topic. Yo, the rappers, y'all, of today get on all of my nerve. All of my nerve. The rappers of today are idiots, bro. Man, they're annoying. I'm getting tired of reading the headlines about these rappers, yo. They get the money and then be stupid. You get the money and then find a way to put yourself back in. Yo, I can't understand it, bro. If you're a millionaire, just be that, bro. What's like, damn, is being a millionaire bad? Like, bro, I'll gladly trade. You know what I mean? You trade, like, don't get the money and go back. Whatever, man. My bad, y'all. My bad. Just little rant.
I think what happens with these rappers nowadays is the transition. Once upon a time, it was artist development. So an artist would get signed.
Mm-hmm.
They would work with the A&Rs, work with personnel and everything,
mm-hmm.
get them ready for stage, get them media trained, have them doing interviews and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, a lot of rappers, you know, they're turnkey operations. They got things bubbling on SoundCloud, on YouTube, or wherever the hell. Some of them even got songs up on the various DSPs through DistroKid. So then all a label has to do is insert themselves in the situation and push the button, put more money behind them, put them on bigger platforms.
Right.
So the transition is happening so fast. A lot of these guys are literally going from being gang members and just regular ass street dudes to recording artists overnight. And they still got a lot of the same people with them. They still in the hood, still haven't moved out yet.
Right.
So the transition is like, boom. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they be getting caught up in all that dumb shit, and they be having all these crazy ass RICO cases and all that other stuff going on because of things they were involved with.
Like, get the money and get away from the dumb stuff, not keep entertaining it, bro. Like, once you get to a level, you gotta make a decision. It ain't no 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It ain't none of that. Because sooner or later, if you don't make the decision, it's gonna be made for you. That's what I realized. You have to choose, bro. I just like to see people winning. I hate to see you winning, and then boom, Rico. Oh, you're paying for, hits. And I'm like, bro, what? Man, y'all serious? Yo, just spend the money, bro. Live life. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being rich and free? Is that a problem? Like, man, y'all dudes be killing me, man. Shout out to the rappers, man. Prayers to the rap game, man. They gotta tighten up, bro.
Prayers to the rap game.
Yeah, bro.
They just haven't been exposed to enough culture yet. They haven't been nowhere. You get all this money and you still doing the same things, and it's only a matter of time.
Yo? Somebody start singing, man. I'm about to come out with an R&B album, bro. Can't sing for shit, but the streets need some R&B. There's trap music, rap music, and incriminating bars. And then months later, years later, they got another rapper. I'm like, yo, what is going on, man? I think they done locked up half the people we listen to, man. God damn, every time you turn around. Yeah, shout out to the rap game. But man, my bad, y'all. It was a little quick pit stop, man. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this weekend fight. Like I said, the rest of the card, the rest of the fights on the card, I don't even know what's going on there, but I'm tuned in for this main event for sure. So easy they do, bro. They make it too easy for them, bro. And it's like they tell them everything. It's like, yo, what? Like, what possessed you to just get up here and just be comfortable? I just will never understand, bro. Man, like when people say they do anything for clout, they really do. But that you just gotta be foolish, man. I will kindly ignore people. Man. Lastly, man, I seen Tim Bradley, y'all, speaking about I guess the fallout from the Tank fight and saying how his name being dragged in the mud and stuff like that. And I'm like, I think that shit is very like, it's just not gonna be at a level that's gonna matter. Like all this situations like this do is expose the fact that it's people waiting to be negative. It's people waiting to troll. It's people waiting to talk crazy. J Bean, what it do, homie? It's people waiting. And I think that's the same with him. A win or another fight changes all that. You know what I mean? All that fake, oh, his stock is this. And nah, his stock ain't nothing, bro. He gonna go do what he do. He gonna keep, you know what I mean, entertaining people, putting asses in seats. And that's just what it's gonna be. I mean, Joyce versus Hrgovic. I think Joe Joyce is, I think I might agree with my guy Najee from Cigar Talk, man. If Joe Joyce lose, he might have to go get that CDL. Matter of fact, he probably is, because I don't think he's going to beat Hrgovic. He's so slow, man. And a millionaire. Yo, hey, Kello, you hear me? Hey, bro, op what? Op what? Ooh, what that mean? I don't even know what that mean at that point. I don't even use such language. At the certain amount of zeros, I don't even use that kind of language. You know what I'm saying? We on something different. What is opposition you speak of? You get me? Hey, man, you get me. I'm telling you, man, spending the time with the kids is the best thing ever, man, possible. But if y'all didn't smash that like button, make sure y'all do. But yeah, I think Joe Joyce might be at a crossroads in his career. I don't know how many losses he'll be looking to stick around and take. And I think Hrgovic just fresher guy. He's lost before too, but I don't have a lot of faith in Joe Joyce. He's so slow, man. No disrespect to him. I've never seen a heavyweight like that. Like, he punch in slow motion. I mean, he get to the target, he get damaged, but man, it's like, bro, like I've never seen anything like that before. I couldn't believe it. The last time I seen him fight, I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, how in the hell did he beat Daniel Dubois? Like, how in the hell did he beat Daniel Dubois? And the way he beat him, like, he made it comfortable and it looked relatively like not too difficult for him. I was like, bro.
That's
then you out here like, now you punching in like he in molasses or something. It's weird.
They call that man the juggernaut for a reason, and I believe that's the other thing, man. That's seems like that durability has expired, man. Because once upon a time, he was able to just walk through shots.
Right. Oh yeah. I think having that chin on display might have.
Got knocked out. Not only that, but also, you see the promotional photo, right? Got a nasty scar around his orbital bone from when he got his joint broke up.
I know what you're talking about.
You can see that scar tissue on his face is nasty.
Yeah.
But he got his orbital bone broken. He got that broken, got knocked out. He got stopped twice actually by Zhang. First fight and the second fight.
Yeah.
He damn near got knocked out in his fight against Chisora.
Yeah. And we said it though. We could see it coming. When guys constantly offer their chin up on the platter, it's exciting while they're in the thick of it. But as soon as somebody start chipping up that armor, it's over with.
Yep.
It's over with. And it's back. And then by that time, it's a little too late to go back to the drawing board. What drawing board you going back to? You are exactly who you are. You're not going to switch, change. Man, he's dangerous, but I just could have never seen it working out like this. But man, like I said, that is a slow guy. Bro, he be punching in slow motion, dude. Yeah, IQ and defense, right. Zane, man. Zane got beat up, man. Zane said, no more blocking shots with his face. Zane got pieced up too. And he seen with being big as hell, it got him out of shape, bro. You looked exhausted and hurt, bro. You was getting beat up. Man, he got beat up in his last fight.
That's my guy, man. Supersized American. Put a whole lot of Sweet Baby Rays on them ribs, man. A whole lot of barbecue sauce on them ribs. That body attack is
he do got some things though. Parker and D. He do. Respect to him. He's still successful in his own right, but it just got spooky for him. Like late. Got real spooky for him late. Real spooky. But I think that'll be a good fight. But I think Hrgovic should pull it off. I do. I just Joe Joyce with the losses, and as time go, he getting older, mobility slow. I think guys will be able to like box him. And I don't just see him knocking people out like that. I guess the Giant Slayer, he dangerous as hell. I like Caballero. I do. Dangerous. But yeah, J Bean do got some great wins, man. Can't deny it. Like, I don't want to write him off, but he just seemed like it's going to be hard for him to get anywhere near that real upper echelon, a heavyweight division now, So now he got to just hang around and keep trying to, win until, you know what I mean? I don't know, because he kind of old, so. But he a heavyweight. Maybe he stick around for a little bit. Maybe. Caballero's legit for sure. But lastly, y'all, something else I wanted to speak on briefly that I caught, and I hope he wasn't trolling. I hope he wasn't. I hope he wasn't trolling. I had caught this a little bit before I jumped up here today. Khalil Hackett got dragged through the mud for being hurt. They said the injury wasn't real. It was weight. He wasn't able to make the weight. I didn't hear that. They said the weight was fine, but said he got injured. A little freak injury or something happened, and it is what it is. But I noticed he put that, it's April 2nd. I'm going to 54. Good night. So he made sure that when he said it, he was conscious and aware of the fact that it was after midnight and it was the next day, so nobody would take it as an April Fool. So look, if this is the case, I know that the people, when they do see this, if they paid attention to it, if anybody caught it, that it's going to be some talk about, oh, well, we knew you should have went up. You should have been did this and been did that. He doing it now. That's all that matters. So that's clear to me what he mean by 54. That's 154. He was at 47. Look like he's a big guy. I seen him in person. We seen him in person. Like, he got some size to him. He ain't no small ass dude. So it's not crazy that he'll be up at 54. Did I expect it? Not necessarily in this fashion, but do it surprise me? No, I'm not really, given the fact that this kid got some size on him, and he's just constantly growing. So maybe this will be better for him, and I hope he be healthier. You know what I mean? Less spent looking on the scale, right? Look healthy, and that way he'll perform better. But that's gonna get interesting though. 54 got some beasts up there, so shit gonna be interesting to see how he approach this shit, man. We're the same age, Damon. We're the same age, bro. It's my birthday month this month, though. But yeah, man, I think this could do him some good. Obviously, like, people said his face looked bad. He looked bony in the face on the scale, and he should have been went up. And people were saying he wasn't really hurt. He just needed to go up. So it is what it is. He had a couple fights where he definitely looked like he could have been at a heavier weight class. I think he had more breathing room which would allow him to be him. I think a lot of these guys be limiting, you know, their what they can do in there when they stripping themselves down like this. You know what I mean? And I don't think he was trying to milk it per se, right? I just think he growing. I really do. I think he growing, and I think it's an easy decision to make if you're not fighting against the natural order of things, right? So, young growing man, and 154 got some real smoke up there. So let's see. Test that punch resistance for real. Yeah. All that shit gonna get tight because he a dog. Teach was good with it. He a dog, man. So he dry his last few fight. We saw him, yeah. It could be, bro. You just never know. I just know, you know, people know the family and shit, and they was dismissing it. You know, seemed pretty honest, but it could have been anything. You know, man. Could have been time, yeah. You know, this could have probably been his last fight at the weight class anyway. You know what I mean? So they probably was feeling it obviously anyway. So I'm glad that he waited till it was April 2nd, because if it was April Fool's Day, it would have definitely kept saying April Fool's. So I think this might be legit. Jalil Major Hackett at 54 could be a good thing in boxing. I'm with that. I'm supporting it. I'm rocking with it. Let's see when he get back in there, man. I just hope he get in there sooner than later, because we definitely want to see Jalil get back in there. You know, when you lose, people count you out. They write you off. They kind of move on to the next thing. Over here, Jusdueboxing, we rock with you, win, lose, or draw. Even when they get, you know, a little rough, we rocking with you. Jalil, man, he had a loss and then was about to get that rematch. End up with an injury. People are saying it's weight. I mean, I know this, like I said, this is going to make people, you know, kind of validate those claims for the people, but I'm not staying stuck on that. It is what it is. On to the next, up to the next weight class. Let's see what kind of damage he could do up there. See what kind of fights they're going to make for him, too. Think it could get interesting, y'all. Think it could get really interesting up there. I do. You know what I mean? It's smoke. It's more than enough smoke up there for him. And ain't no shortage of matchups and good matchups up there, 54. That's for damn sure. Man, you got some smoke. Just think about the names and how dangerous 54 is. People sprinting. Man, imagine Fundora, man. Fundora is trick bag, cheat code, man. Created player in the making. I mean, in the flesh. I mean, Conor Ben maybe. Hey man. Let's see if Eddie got the balls, because I know how Youngin be with it. But Conor Ben at 47 officially, I think, still. But he just taking that fight against Carol Brooks. So I don't know if he's going to go back down to welterweight, but that could be a fight. I would pay for that. Style-wise, that'd be fun. Yeah, Hackett put hands on Pete Dobson. I like the way he beat Pete Dobson. I seen the way Conor Ben did. He handled his handle too, but I think that'd be an interesting fight. Neither of them stopped him. So, you know what I mean? Jalil was working in there against Dobson. Conwell, Jalil. That's the thing, Reef. All them names go in the hat once you start getting in the mix. Oscar says Shakur is paid next in the summer. Oh nah, Day, man. We'll talk about it tomorrow for sure though. I ain't see it. That's good. Glad they grew some cojones. Finally. Hope so. Because if he clout chase, if they don't fight next, I'm done with Zepeda. I really am. Like, at this point, there's no excuse for them not to fight. Win, lose, or draw, whatever happened. I'm still supporting both fighters, Zepeda included, if he lose, when he lose. But the court just so happened, unfortunately, he take an L, he'll be supported as well. Zepeda will be given 1,000,000% credit. But glad they grown some cojones to get in the ring. I mean, hope they get in the ring. But I wish it wasn't the end of summer, though, because, you know, I wanted to see all the shit, but we got to wait and see. So we'll see. Jalil versus Garcia would be a good fight. Yeah, Sid, I like that. I think he needs some more what's-the-name first, though, seasoning, because Garcia, he showed you with the way he just fought recently that you can't play with him. I think he got a little too much experience. And I think he need more experience there, too, as well, Sid, before you get in there with any of them dudes, right? You know, he's got to work. Jalil is young, so.
I couldn't agree more with that. He's definitely one of them dudes that's tricky for the young fighters. That Elijah Garcia fight, he tested him. Even the gentleman you got in the title, Tszyu, remember? Tszyu fought him. He dropped Tszyu in the first round. Caught him with a clean-ass right hand, straight down the pipe.
Had he had he fought similar to like just the fashion and like in terms of keeping his back off the ropes and really like letting punches fly and combinations and really working, he would have gave Tszyu a much different fight. He was just too reluctant to throw and like shelling up and laying on the ropes and trying to weather the big punches instead of like, you know what I mean? In the time where he caught him, probably a little balance issue too, but he caught his ass and sat him, man. He just need to let them hands go.
Nah, that wasn't no balance, just he just caught him cold. And that's what I'm curious to see with Tszyu in this upcoming fight. Like, how does he start off? Because that wasn't the first time Tszyu got dropped in the first round. In the fight that he had with this dude, Wade Ryan, he got dropped in the first round of that fight. In the fight that we seen most recently with Bakram. Got clipped in the first round of that fight. So Tszyu, he seemed like he got a tendency to like get caught cold.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why I say this ain't no guaranteed win against Spencer, man.
Hell no, it's not.
I think Spencer could fight, man. I just know when you get beat a certain way, that's all people could see. Like, he got beat by this, but nah, man. Him and Tszyu is closer to the same size, man. He don't look like he had a 2 weight class disadvantage. That shit gonna make a difference. Joey Spencer got the goatee now. He grew up a little bit, small town soldier coming to win.
Got some peach fuzz.
You know what I'm saying? bro done grew the beard out on him. You know what I'm saying? Bro done grew up. He like, bro, I'm coming to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good one, man. Yeah, Spencer is solid, man. Jersey kid too, man. I rock with him. Defense, yeah. If his approach, that's what I was saying, Rod. Is he gonna be the conservative Tszyu, try to be more calculated and thoughtful, and is that gonna lead to more openings for a guy like Spencer? He is young, fresh kid. He's still, youthful, very youthful. He can box. He is strong, and he can punch a bit. You know what I'm saying? So Tszyu got a good challenge in front of him. And they said his team didn't even want Joey Spencer. They was like, nah, not this guy. He like, yeah, this guy. I want this guy. So his team respected him enough to look at him as a real challenge, especially coming back off a knockout loss. So this is gonna be interesting, man. I'm gonna be tuned in. But shout out to everybody, man. Another dope build in the books. Smash the like button if you haven't subbed. And if you haven't, turn your notifications on if you haven't. Most importantly, keep rocking out with your boy. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Shout out to everybody that's that got a shirt. When y'all get it, make sure y'all take the picture and send it to me so I could post it to the community wall. And we gonna keep building just like that. I'm gonna be rooting for Joey. Me too, B-Dog. Me too. None against Tim, but I'm gonna be rooting for Joey. I am. So you might pull out. They don't change the judges. They said to him real quick. They told him that Tszyu said that he won't need no judges anyway because it's gonna be like a demolition. And Joey Spencer said he's probably just psyching himself up. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they made peace with the fact that the judges are all Australian. They did make a little noise about it, but Joey Spencer seemed like he unbothered. Seemed like he ready to go in there and beat Tszyu or do his thing. So that's all I got. We just gave boxing this just due. Shout out to everybody on this good Wednesday. I appreciate all the support. And like I said, man, y'all get y'all shirts. Make sure y'all send me the pictures, man. I'm going to post it, man. Yeah, check Fight Hub, Marcus Villegas, Unruly Girl, Marcus Villegas, and Tszyu. The video is the title say something about career being at risk. Tszyu answering the questions about his career being at risk. In there, Marcus Villegas said to him that his team didn't want Joey and that, Tim wanted Joey. So that's why they went with him. So yeah, judge situation. Yeah, he's not worried about the judges no more. That's water under the bridge. But it was an initial concern at first. But both guys seem confident and ready to go, and that's the kind of fight you want to see. You know what I'm saying? So again, 2 cents, my guy. Appreciate your support as well, man. I'll be getting your shirt to you. LaMarcus, man, reach out. I don't know if you gave me your size, bro, but make sure you reach out, yo, so I can get you one as well, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Much love to everybody. Enjoy y'all day. I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.